Edith has
Who would
apologized.
she be apologizing to?
Nancy Grace?
Yeah.
To Kobe Bryant, Kobe Bryant's family, and every other African-American out there who has been wrongly accused of a crime. Like every other elitist, white reporter, Nancy Grace is no different than the rest. A loudmouth blowhard.
Well, now. See, that's a little strong about my friend Nancy Grace.
Well, she had him dead and buried, man. She had this poor kid, Kobe Bryant, put away for 40, 50 years. There was no doubt in her mind that he was guilty, despite the fact she didn't have a shred of evidence and knew nothing about the case.
Well, yes,
Yet she's on court TV going on and hypothesizing and talking, and she knows nothing about the case.
We don't know that we don't know that that's true, and we don't know nothing's been resolved so far in the Kobe Bryant case.
He's walking.
Completely open-ended at this point.
No, it's not.
Totally open-ended.
They're behind closed doors as we speak. They're getting
but you don't know any more than Nancy Grace
Of course
knew.
I do.
Well, this is outrageous. You should be in prison.
What?
Our enemies are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we. Some people call me the space cowboy.
Right, that's right. Yeah.
Some call me the gangster of love.
Some of them call you Maurice, baby.
Some people call me Maurice, 'cause I speak of the pompatus of love.
Yeah, you do.
People talk about me, baby. Say I'm doing you wrong, doing you wrong. Well, don't you worry, baby, don't worry. 'Cause I'm right here, right here, right here, right here at home. 'Cause I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner. I play my music in the sun. I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker. I sure don't want to hurt no one. I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner. I play my music in the sun. Imus in the morning.
We're talking with Felicia Stoller, nutritionist, registered dietitian, and the mother of 2 growing children.
Like all parents.
I hear the Imus Morning program on the radio all over the country and on MSNBC. Well, Charles, apparently the movement has ceased on the club car situation. They're being delivered here in another week or so.
Oh, well, that's good, then.
Well, yeah, it is, but,
Well, great.
see, here's the problem. Club Car makes these, well, they make golf carts, but they make these, these 4x4s and
Yeah.
all-terrain vehicles, stuff like
Sure.
that.
Farm and ranch vehicles and all that, yeah.
Yeah, and you can't. If I could, I would go to some other manufacturer, except nobody else makes them that are any good.
Oh.
So you're locked into Club Car. I'm not.
Am I sensing a problem here?
Well, it's going to cost me. It cost the ranch $32,000.
What?
Could go to the little children, but instead it has to go to the greedy bastards at Club Car. So that's fine.
These things cost $32,000?
Well, no. I guess they've cut us some slack, but probably quite a bit of slack actually, but not all the slack I wanted cut.
Well, how many are involved here? 1?
No, I think 5.
5?
Something like that.
What do they call? What are the things? What are they? What's a book on them?
Oh, I don't. I don't think we have to get into these details about 10 grand. I don't think we have to get in.
Then you shut up.
Yeah. Now another deal. Did you ever get one of these mosquito magnets?
Yes, I did.
You know that we have them all over the ranch. You know they actually work.
Yes, I am certainly well aware. No,
But they're not giving them away either. So. Well, they did. Can donate a lot to the ranch, but
what are you saying here?
we could sure use 5 more of them.
Oh my God!
But they're a lot. They're almost $1,000 a piece. That's a lot, isn't it? What I actually am thinking about doing is getting one and putting it on wheels and towing it behind my horse. There's so many mosquitoes out here. 24 after the hour here on the Imus Morning program. Here's Chris Matthews and Ed Gillespie This is what we were talking about. Roll that, Bigfoot, or Christie or somebody.
Okay, give me some heartland celebrities you're going to be putting up on the platform.
Well, Senator Rick Santorum of Pennsylvania, which is a battleground state. He's a strong Republican.
Touche. You got me on that one. You nailed me there. Ed, you came back strong with that one. I'll tell you, I never thought that I was going to be so wrong about something. Give me a break. Rick Santorum is as big as Arnold Schwarzenegger is known by every kid in the world. And
well,
so
Chris,
Rudy Giuliani is probably the most respected Churchillian coming out of 9/11. And you said Rick Santorum?
Chris, you asked me to name a conservative. Chris, tell me a conservative with the kind of name ID that Rudy Giuliani or Schwarzenegger have, besides, of course, Vice President Cheney and President Bush.
But the point is that you're criticizing the Democrats for putting their more conservative voices up front, and you guys are putting your more liberal voices up front.
Chris, take a breath here and listen to what I'm saying for a second. I'm not criticizing them for whom they have put on the podium. It's fine who they put on the podium. More important is what they say or what they don't say. The fact is they are not running on Senator Kerry's record. Listen to what we say in New York. We're running on President Bush's record. Who speaks doesn't matter to me. It's more of what are they saying? What are they trying to convey?
You know.
Well, that wasn't a good example. They actually let him talk there.
Finally. He had to scream his way into the conversation.
That's another example of the Bigfoot and Christie sandbagging me. Unbelievable. Anyway, 25 after the hour, here now from Tucson, Arizona, my brother Fred Imus, sponsored by Tri-State Jeep Dealer. Good morning, Fred.
Hey, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing real good. Thank you for asking.
What's new with you?
Well, I got a big race weekend. Well, it's actually bigger than normal because Nicole and I are going to make a personal appearance out at Tucson Raceway Park Saturday night.
But, what's going on out there?
We have car races out there, and we're going to go out there, Nicole and me and Don Collier, old retired Western movie actor.
That's huge.
So it's a paid appearance, Fred?
No, it's not. It's not a paid appearance. It's for a friend of mine. He advertises on the station. He has a mortgage company. And I said, well, I'll go out there. You know, I was talking to him the other day.
Very smart to do that. Very smart to ingratiate yourself with the community, Fred.
Well, it's not that. It's that you never know when you might need a mortgage.
Right.
But no, it's just to be fun, and you have to, you know, if you make an appearance once in a while.
Would any bank give that guy a mortgage? Look at the picture of Fred up there.
Do you need a mortgage for a trailer? Probably not, right? For a trailer, you don't need a mortgage, do you? I don't think, right?
There's my wife says to me the other day, she says,
Get him.
She says, Fred called me and wished me happy birthday. I said, well, that was really nice. And she said, yeah, he wanted to know if he could use that Bob Murphy thing on his program. I said,
No, that's not. No, here's. I called her and wished
did he
her
call
happy
you to wish her
birthday.
happy birthday or find out about the Bob Murphy
No,
thing?
that's not. No. I called her and wished her happy birthday, and then I was asking her, because she knows all about health issues and food. I mean, if you want to know about that, you just ask her.
Right.
So I was asking her about, not a health issue for me, but for somebody I know. And so she gave me all the information. So then I says, is the Hi-Man around? And she said, well, no, you were in the round pen with one of the kids.
No, I wasn't. I was sitting right next to her, shaking my head. Don't put me on the phone with him.
So I said, this was an after. This was at the end of the conversation, and it wasn't the reason I called.
Oh, okay. Well, then
I originally called to wish her happy birthday and ask her a couple of these health issues.
Oh, then I apologize for suggesting that you had an ulterior motive, which you usually
I'd
do.
like to check if I use something off your show. I'd like to ask you, say, can I use this?
Okay, let me point something out to you. The station in Tucson uses 4 hours of my show every day.
Yes, they do.
So obviously they can use anything they want. They already have used it once.
Can we use that poetry that
They can use
Don does?
anything. They can use anything.
How about that interview you did with Doris Kearns Goodman?
I'm confident that any station, any of the 100
Can I
radio
use 2
stations,
hours of your show every day, and then I'll just stay here?
I'm confident. Well, I think you probably have to talk to Joel Hollander about that. But other than that, I think any of the 100 radio stations in the country can do what they want.
Okay, well, I just, and then I use that thing instead.
Well, no, because, see, here's the problem.
What?
the reason you're going out to the Raceway Park, you and Nicole,
Yeah.
and the old movie act, is because you already said. Because you might need a mortgage, right?
No, I was just kidding about that.
Well,
No, I was just kidding. You know, I'm very happy in my trailer, and the last thing I want is a mortgage.
Right.
But I just said that, you know.
Oh, I see.
It was just trying to be funny, as I sometimes try to do, and of course with just negative results, as you well know.
Okay, who are you picking in the big race this weekend? Boy, are you picking anybody out there?
Well, unfortunately, I'm not familiar with any of the drivers, although I know there's some local Tucson drivers out there.
Sure.
And, I just can't think of one of their names off the top of my head.
Well, that's fine.
But,
How about in the big NASCAR race?
okay, I'm picking Jeff Gordon to win that, and I'm picking Dale Jarrett to run third, because Dale, he's about 14th in the points. Dale Jarrett is, and he's got to get up in the top 10.
Yeah.
And he runs very well at the Brickyard. In fact, I think he's won it more than anybody.
Right.
But I just think right now at this time that Gordon and Jimmy Johnson got more juice.
Yeah.
But I think Dale Jarrett.
That's fine, Fred.
Huh?
I like this analysis.
Well,
I think at this time, but
Dale Jarrett drives for UPS, and will they be racing the truck?
no, he won't. Hey, I'm going to just get off subject here just for a second.
Phil, you're crazy.
Hey, where did you get that Loretta Lynn song? Is that a new record?
Yes.
You know, I've listened to Loretta Lynn for 40 years. That's the best thing I've ever heard her do.
Well, she wrote that, too, by the way. That's with Jack White from the White Stripes. You know who the White Stripes are?
No. Are they a country group?
Well, they're from this country, yes.
That's about as far as...
Well, what did they do? I just heard her singing. I mean, what did they... They were the band, or what were they?
Can you explain this to him, Lou?
Jack White produced the record,
Oh, okay.
and he plays on a number of tracks with her.
Right.
Well, what's odd about that?
Well, but explain who the White Stripes are, Lou.
They're out of Detroit. It's I think they used to be husband and wife, but they're like a punk rock group.
And
They're very hard,
With a little tinge of Led Zeppelin mixed in there.
like a garage band, kind of.
okay,
Yeah,
now I
but they're better
understand.
than that.
Oh,
actually.
yeah, they are. They're great.
Yeah.
And there happen to be fans. They played down in Nashville, and they ran into her. They're big fans, and they started working together.
Well, they dedicated their album to her. That's how they got together. Did you know that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm getting a wealth of information here. Hey,
Right.
speaking of musical groups, who do you think we have on today?
Well, just give me a hint. Don't tell me, but give me a hint.
Waving My Heart Goodbye?
The Flatlanders.
Yeah.
Well, tell them that the second record didn't... Well, no, don't tell them that. Did you hear their second album?
Yeah, I did.
It's not good.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't as good as the first one.
No. Well, we have Nancy Grace. Do you know who she is?
She from Court TV?
Yes.
Hey, you know, I've been trying to get her on. Ask her if she'll come on our show.
Well,
We have people from Court TV on once in a while.
why don't you just rerun this interview, Fred?
Well, let's see how good it is.
Talk to you later. It's 33 minutes after the hour. Please welcome from Court TV and from Larry King Live, where she's been filling in all week, the aforementioned Nancy Grace. Good morning, Miss Grace.
Good morning, I'm Ann.
How you doing, baby?
Well, I'm raring to go.
Looks like you were wrong about Kobe, doesn't it?
No. Why would
Well.
you say that? Just because the judge released all this girl's private information? I read your transcript, as a matter of fact, from yesterday. In fact, I've got it open on my laptop in my kitchen right now, where your buddy Rosenberg calls her and me a skank.
No.
No, I'm looking at it right now. And
This is not
I
good.
tried to look it up in Webster's Dictionary last night when I finished working around 1:30 a.m. And it's not in the dictionary. So I wanted to ask Rosenberg right off the top, you called me and the victim a skank. What exactly is that in your mind?
That's somebody you accuses somebody of rape and you find somebody else's semen in their underwear about a half hour later?
So do you have reason to believe that's true about me?
Nah, probably not about you. I don't know
But
why.
you did say it on national TV, correct?
I don't remember.
Well, I have the transcript. Maybe you should look at it.
Well, you
Refresh
can't
your
believe this.
recollection.
Maybe you'd like to take this opportunity, Sid, to apologize to Miss Grace.
Well, I'll tell you the truth, Imus. I've been thinking about it a lot. And I've been battling defense attorneys and other naysayers since about 1979. So Mr. Rosenberg can continue on with whatever he wants to say. His criticisms or his apologies really don't mean that much to me. What I want to talk about is what this means to this girl out in Colorado. And this is what I think it means. I've taken a look at the evidence, and we've all agreed from the beginning her credibility is in shreds. She'll be ruined on cross-examination. I have always said that I think that would result in either a mistrial or an acquittal, but I have never wavered from the fact that this girl's vaginal blood was on Kobe Bryant's shirt. Now, the significance of her having a sex partner within 11 to 17 hours after the incident with Bryant ruins her credibility because many people cannot fathom, as I can, that rape victims sometimes go home and try to pretend everything's okay, that nothing happened. I've seen them sleep with their husbands. I've seen them sleep with their boyfriends after a rape.
Sucking your thumb while she was slapping you all around the studio. Now you got a big mouth.
God.
As soon as she's off the phone, he's going to talk.
She has more respect for Mark Hacking than she does for you. And that's clear.
I was not going to break into the...
She has more respect for Scott Peterson, probably, too.
There's Deirdre.
Please welcome to the Imus Morning program, the aforementioned Deirdre Imus. Hi, honey. How are you?
Hi, good morning. Well, I missed part of it when I was up at the house. You know, the volume on the TV doesn't work, so I don't know what you guys have been talking about all morning. But Nancy Grace, everything you were asking me the other day, first of all, she's absolutely right. Mm-hmm. And you keep bringing up this word common sense, but...
Go ahead.
Common sense doesn't apply here, especially in emotional and psychological behavior.
Gee, it's unbelievable. The woman just comes on and attacks me, and I got to hear this nonsense about her and her common sense. Did you hear what she just said to me, Deirdre?
Nancy Grace?
Yes.
Well,
she just attacked me.
I didn't hear what she said to you, but you have been calling...
She bitch-slapped you. That's what she did.
Right.
You have been
slapped
horrible.
you, then dismissed you like you were an insignificant bit of feces.
Okay.
You know, that was great the way... You know what? It was great the way she handled it, refusing to accept an apology from you.
Uh-huh.
God bless Nancy Grace.
I know.
And Sid just sat there and sucked his thumb.
I
bit his nails.
Okay.
She beat you worse than Bernie did.
Yeah,
I thought I'd never see that.
You know why? And I blame this on you, man, because at no point did you invite me. I didn't want to break up your conversation. At no point did you invite me into the interview.
Unbelievable.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Imus in the morning. Your glasses just aren't helping your eyes. I know that sounds harsh.
Well, Stephen, from Springsteen's band and from the Sopranos, Stephen Van Zandt, be on the Imus Morning program on Monday.
Great. Mafia Monday.
Deirdre Imus is here with us now. Did you hear this cut from President Bush?
No, the guys here in the studio were just telling me.
Check this out, Lou.
Our enemies are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we.
I think that literally is the first time he's told the truth.
Yeah.
Well, oh, my God.
I mean, you're disparaging our president.
I'm not disparaging him. It's pretty much a fact.
Well, what?
So Chuck and Lou and Bernard and, I don't know, is Sid still there?
Yeah, he probably is.
Yeah. Sid, I do like you a lot, but...
Yeah.
But, you know. Yeah. Anyway.
We're on the air, you know.
I know.
Nancy likes me too, trust me.
Well, I didn't know if they know about this severe idiosyncrasy that you have done.
Oh, don't start revealing
No,
stuff
I have to because I'm embarrassed. It's embarrassing.
It's none of their business.
I want to get it out.
What?
I have to get it out because it's so embarrassing, and it's embarrassing when we're in public.
Right.
What's the problem?
Well, we go to the airport, you know, every 9 days to bring the kids back, and then we go to pick new kids up. So when we go to pick the new kids up, he gets out of the car, and Don has this thing about first of all, his jeans are so tight that he can't fit a butter knife in his back pocket. No. He refuses to wear, like he has his wallet, his glasses, his keys, his money. He refuses to put any of it in his pocket. And so he'll ask me, honey, could you put all this in your purse? And I say no, because when I finally asked him one day, his answer was, that he feels like he looks fat when he wears all the stuff in his pocket.
That's just not true. That's a lie. Shut up, Bernard.
So he empties all his pockets.
That's just not true.
It's so true,
No,
Don.
it's not true.
Don,
I
it's a
asked you to
sickness
carry my
have.
wallet.
Don, it's a sickness.
How's
Your
it a
wallet,
sickness?
and his wallet is so thin.
Really?
There's nothing in it. It's,
No,
What,
kid?
Charles?
Well, you've got some
Charles.
image problems.
It is, and then his keys and his sunglasses, and then if he'll have an extra roll of cash or something, I have to hold it all because he says he looks fat and he hates the way it bulges out.
Asking your darling wife to become a pack animal. What's that all about?
No, I didn't
And
say...
then I'll have this little petite purse with me because I don't like big purses or carry a lot.
Right.
And he knows I can't even cram it in the little purse I have, and he wants me to cram it all in there. Well, the
Cram
point
it in
is,
your little purse.
Tell him to cram it.
the point is
No, well, you're
it's a
lying.
sickness, the fact that he
You're a
won't carry
vicious
anything
liar.
in his pocket.
The vanity is
Yeah, really.
No.
He'll even go as far as pushing his hands down in his pocket to make sure they're as flat and smooth as possible.
That's enough. Thank you for being on the program. Get out.
What does he do with the potato?
Well, that goes in the back, Charles.
Imus in the morning.
All right. Let me talk to you about BMW, Bayside, Queens. Wouldn't you like to be driving a Beamer, baby? Well, only you'll know. You pay $299 a month for your brand new BMW 325 Ci from BMW of Bayside. That's right. Just $299 a month, and it's loaded with automatic sport package and more. That's the ultimate drive. What a coughing fit, Charles.
Uh-oh. All right now?
No.
Want me to read it?
Do you know how to read a commercial?
I'll try.
Oh, here.
So, it's for BMW of Bayside.
Well, just read the commercial.
Let them think that you've got that big promotion. Only you will know you paid only $299 a month for your brand new BMW 325 Ci from BMW of Bayside. That's right, just $299 a month, and it's loaded with automatic sports package
Give it
and
back
more.
to me, please. You're killing us.
It's the
You're gonna lose the
ultimate
account.
driving machine.
Just give me the time. It's a nice effort.
Makes you want to go out and get one.
Yes. That is the ultimate driving machine, a brand new 2004 325 Ci from BMW Bayside, only $299 a month. For a 36-month lease, you want to go 4x4? You can for just $289 a month for a new BMW 4x4 with 2.5-liter engine, automatic, even panorama moonroof. You heard right. A 2004 BMW X3 for just $289 a month for a 39-month lease. See Fridays, that's today's news day. For details, it's the BMW event of the year going on now at BMW Bayside, 241-21 Northern Boulevard. Great dealership, been there a long time. Not a bait-and-switch outfit, and they're going to take care of you. So don't miss the exciting new 6 Series now on display as well. Call 718-229-4400 or visit BMWBayside.com to view a huge erection of pre-owned BMWs. 325 VIN number, JT21513.
That wasn't in the copy, a huge erection. Go buy a BMW.
Butt out, would you, sweetheart?
Don't even refer. It's so lame, dear. Don't
I
even
know.
refer to it. Just let it go.
BMW Bayside.
What does it take to make the perfect martini? Crystal clear ice, extra dry vermouth, a bartender with impeccable shakings.
I'm a silly hour in the Imus Morning program. Time and again, don't go in the studio with Bernard.
Well, what happened?
Well, he just said,
There you go.
Well, Sid doesn't listen to anything you say, I noticed.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
So,
Well, he sort of needs, he needs some moral support. He needs a hug.
yeah.
He's kind of licking his wounds right now.
No, because I was just waiting for somebody on my team, our ball club right here, to step up and say, hey, Nancy, calm down, lady. Just relax.
No, you
say the I may let you down?
Yeah, the I may let me down. Oh, he doesn't let me talk during the interview, and then he lets her go on and on about some nonsense.
No.
And me sleeping with pigs or something.
I asked you if you wanted to apologize to her.
Why would I want to apologize? For what?
Well, then at that point, you should have said you didn't want to apologize. That was your opportunity. That was your entree to speak.
To enter the conversation.
But my
yes.
mic wasn't on, and you may have noticed that.
Well, why don't you turn it on?
Sid, that's so lame.
Okay.
Don't you have a switch there to turn it on?
Well, I do, but...
Well, why didn't you turn it on then?
Because I didn't want to interrupt your
Because you were afraid.
Afraid of what?
Well?
Afraid of the continual bitch slap that you were getting.
I mean, she humiliated you.
In what way?
Appropriately so. Well, first of all, I mean, call it. That's why I had the private conversation with you off the air, and I said I wanted you to.
I guess it's not private now.
No, but I said don't call her.
It obviously didn't matter either.
Don't be disrespectful or call her a skank. Well, that was this morning. I had the conversation with him.
Right. Then I didn't say anything bad to her when she called you back. Now, did I?
Well, no, because you don't have any guts, because you were afraid.
Where does that anger come from anyway, that you
know
think
why?
that low of her and that you're so, you believe this woman is lying so much? Where does that come from?
Because she hates men, Deirdre. There's no question about it.
Who does, Nancy?
Yes, and
No,
every
she
single
doesn't.
story she does is slanted. Every black guy accused of this or that is guilty. I mean, she probably thought...
She's playing the race card of all
No, I'm
things.
just saying.
Can you
You
believe
playing
it?
the race card.
Scott Peterson's white.
Yes,
Mark Hacking is white.
Yes.
Well, but those are no-brainers. I mean,
After
give me
your
a break.
history with the Williams sisters, and you're gonna play the race card? Ixnay on that, Sid.
Sid, that's weak.
The last
This is
refuge of a scoundrel.
This is WFAN in New York, an Infinity Broadcasting radio station, part of the Viacom deal.
Man.
What, Charles?
Well, I mean, this whole thing, I mean, it's just ludicrous.
Well, it's absurd.
Unfortunately, Sid, because he is typical of a certain group of men out there that think exactly like Sid.
Right.
Because I've met him. I know
Certain
him.
mindset.
I mean,
Like red-blooded American males, like 99.99% of us.
no.
Except
You
for the
guys are about 20%.
Except for the couple of wimps on this show who, God forbid, should stick up for me when they know I'm right. They know it, and they sit idly by and let this woman go on and on.
How about stick up for yourself?
You called her a skank.
Her
She
blood.
was defending herself.
Her blood is on the victim's blood is on Kobe Bryant's T-shirt.
Well, that's
Case closed.
Well, they had sex, man. You never got blood on your T-shirt after having sex?
Don't cross-question me here.
Sorry.
Here's Chuck with the news.
Everybody think of a reply. Somebody's doing.
Yeah, but...
I mean, no, Sid, of you?
Jeez, of course, absolutely.
You are God.
Times.
Have you no shame?
Oh, yeah, but Chuck was bleeding at the time, so...
Oh, Jesus, holy God. Isn't that the truth? My God, what else you want to bring up? Yes, Sid. Good grief.
Charles,
God almighty.
I cut that day Charles had, and...
Tell your wife to put on a Kotex.
Bernard.
Come on here, Bernard.
No.
Charles, can you do the news?
I don't think so at this point. I honestly don't. I don't know how to get into this.
Just start talking.
Rutgers University President Richard McCormick and his wife are getting a divorce. He'll continue to live in the Piscataway, New Jersey house that comes with his job. Suzanne Lebsock will keep her nearly $128,000 a year job as a Rutgers history professor. In a letter to the university's governing boards, the couple said the decision was mutual and amicable.
What's the problem?
The announcement comes 9 months after President McCormick admitted he left his job at the University of Washington because he was having an affair with a colleague. At the time, Ms. Lebsock said she supported her husband, but that has gone by the boards.
Yeah.
Because somebody was over there on that
Cheating side of town.
cheating side of town.
Well, she saw the light. Should have dumped him then.
Well, they've decided to go their separate ways, so
Well, good for her.
things happen.
Yeah.
Partly cloudy, the high today in the mid-70s. Partly cloudy overnight
Was it
and tomorrow. Pardon?
Was it a female colleague?
I'm assuming it was,
Oh, okay.
but though that isn't pointed out here.
Because that could be equally troubling, or even perhaps more.
and cause him to lose her support. 63 degrees at 3 past
But
the hour.
then, of course, he would have gone to teach in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
IRS tax deduction. Call 1-800-OUTREACH, free pickup and tow, and help underprivileged children. That's 1-800-OUTREACH or OutreachCenter.org.
Life can be full of risks. If you're self-employed or a small business owner, you already know that. You take risks every day. Well, I'm here to remind you that one thing you shouldn't take risks with is your family's health insurance. If you don't have health insurance, get it now. If you have health insurance, call us and see if we can give you better coverage at a better rate. We're the Mega Life and Health Insurance Company. We help tons of self-employed folks and small business owners every day obtain affordable health insurance. You can reach us 24 hours a day at 1-800-479-1077. That's 1-800-479-1077. Don't take risks with your health insurance. It's not worth it. Without the right health insurance plan, you could be in trouble. For affordable health insurance designed for the self-employed and small business owner, call 1-800-479-1077. 1-800-479-1077. Home office located in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Not available in all states, and benefits may vary by state.
Assuming you can reach it, the top of the 70-foot climbing wall inside Galleon Sports and Outdoor is where you'll want to be this week, now that we've opened at the Freehold Raceway Mall. From up there, you'll see that Galleons is just your average 84,000 square foot planet-sized sporting goods store, with 17 specialty departments where top brands like Nike, TaylorMade, Callaway, The North Face, Merrell, Under Armour, and Marmot come to release their latest gear, footwear, or apparel for pretty much any sport you've ever tried or would like to. And when you see what we've got, you may not want what you have. All at prices backed by our titanium-clad best price guarantee. If you happen to find a better price somewhere else, we'll not only match it, but give you 10% of the difference. That way you can just come into the store, check out the new technologies from the top brands, then get away from the malls and do the things you love to do. Galleon Sports and Outdoor. What's next?
It is now 5 minutes past the hour. This Imus in the morning. Time for some of the world and national headlines. First of all, an arrest in Great Britain may have netted an alleged key al-Qaeda operative, the man who wrote perhaps the surveillance reports on at least 5 U.S. financial targets. The New York Times reports authorities have linked Abu Isa al-Hindi to on-the-ground surveillance of financial institutions in New York City and Newark, New Jersey. Meanwhile, the U.S. is seeking to extradite a 30-year-old British man arrested yesterday on suspicion of raising money to finance terrorist acts. Pakistan has passed on new intelligence, meantime, that indicates a possible al-Qaeda plot to attack London's Heathrow Airport. Then in Albany, New York, another arrest in the war on terrorism, this one with perhaps links to Iraq. The New York Post front page says the leader of a mosque taken into custody was called, quote, the commander, in an address book found by U.S. forces at an al-Qaeda training camp in northern Iraq. U.S. Attorney James Comey says the bust in Albany yesterday, taking down these 2 guys at a mosque, did not have ties to the weekend security alerts issued by the Office of Homeland Security.
This is not a case connected to the current terrorist threat.
Huh?
This is not a case where the defendants were discovered plotting terrorist violence. The terrorist plot in this case is one that the government's agent, a cooperating witness, represented to be underway. It was not real.
It's alleged the 2 were laundering money or trying to buy weapons, specifically shoulder-launched missiles, to use against the United Nations ambassador to Pakistan to pay him back because Pakistan has been cooperating in the overall war on terrorism and providing information that has led to some key arrests ever since, actually, June 12th.
I just saw Senator Kerry and Senator Everts and their wives on the back of a train. I was wondering if it was a freight train or...
That ain't right.
Jesus.
That is not right.
No, that's just not.
Apparently not.
No.
It was one of those feather lights, wasn't it?
It was a Barnum and Bailey train where they hold the elephant around.
Those horse trailers?
Yeah, so... well, at any rate, it's 7 minutes after the hour. Here on the, on the Imus Away program. And MSNBC just played that cut again of President Bush yesterday signing the defense spending bill.
Yeah.
And why they would want to continue to play that over and over again is beyond me, Lou.
Our enemies are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we.
Oh, man.
I really would like to think that he has a severe disorder, but it has nothing to do with him being dumb.
I don't think he's dumb, actually.
Okay, so what is that? Is that just some kind of Tourette thing?
Well, I just think he misspoke himself, and I mean...
But why didn't he recall it then, like there?
I don't even think he knew he did it.
No.
Yeah, I do that all the time, don't I, Charles?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean...
So he's then probably so overwhelmed with the job.
No, he's joked about it. He said, I'm linguistically challenged.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, that doesn't resonate with me. I mean...
No, that's not good.
But it sounded like he was reading that.
It did.
Yes,
it
it
like
did.
Somebody wrote that down for him.
That's the troubling part.
Somebody sandbagged.
Somebody may have,
got a mole in the White House.
Laid a trap for him.
Yeah.
But if he was quick enough, he would have caught that.
Well, yes, he would have.
He's trying to sign a bill.
Well, I mean, that's the same guy sat for 7 minutes reading My Pet Goat. So while the wheels came off the world, so whatever.
Is it a good book? Must have been really good.
It was written...
My Pet Goat.
Probably written by an Arab.
That's not the name of the book, by the way.
By Abu Salih.
Yeah. Hey, switching gears
Translated.
here dramatically. Let me play. Do you have your headphones? Yeah, you do. Let me play this. You know who the White Stripes are? Of course
Absolutely,
you do. Yeah,
yes.
okay. This is Jack White and Loretta Lynn. And it's a song that Loretta, it's already a hit record, by the way. It's a song that Loretta wrote.
I lie here all alone in my bed of memories. I'm dreaming of your sweet kiss. Oh, how you loved on me. I can almost feel you with me here in this blue moonlight. Oh, I miss being Mrs. Tonight. Like so many other hearts, mine wanted to be free. I've been held here every day since you've been away from me. My reflection in the mirror, it's just hurtful sight. Oh, I miss being Mrs. Tonight. Oh, I miss being Mrs. Tonight. Oh, and how I love them loving arms that once held me so tight. I took off my wedding band and put it on my right hand. I miss being Mrs. Tonight.
Could be the greatest woman's voice in the history of country music. Bar none. Bar anybody. You know the tragedy of that song is Loretta is singing about old Mooney, who just treated her like dirt.
Really? Do you know that for a fact?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
Beat on her and everything.
Reverend Sun Young Moon?
Well, then how does that make sense that she misses that then?
Well, a lot
There you
of, a
go
lot
with
of
the
us
common
know-
sense right out the window.
A lot of abused women stay in these
There you
relationships.
go. There you go. That's the same thing
Thinking
as
it's their fault.
You can apply that to the Kobe deal. What we're talking about
A lot
before.
of men stay in relationships who are abused, and they wind up, some of their partner winds up making them think it's their fault.
Yeah.
Every time something happens.
I'm probably.
Don't they?
That's my deal.
In fact, I'm probably Mrs. Tonight. Don't you think?
I don't know. Old Mooney was a hosing everything on the planet. Man. Drunk all the time.
Yeah.
Isn't that a great record?
That's all right.
I mean, you may not like country music, but
It makes you want to hang yourself.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
How could it
What?
be? How is that
Very
entertaining?
depressing.
you've got to be kidding.
Anything that depresses you like that, how could that be entertaining?
It's reflective. It makes you.
What's the matter with
think.
you?
It's gunshot. It's shotgun in the mouth time.
Oh, well, you just have
Yeah, but
no
there's
soul.
a market for that too. Just like a lot of bands that.
You have no soul.
Oh, well, let me tap my foot. Let me
Well,
rock
maybe
to the
Nirvana
beat.
should have recorded it then.
Yeah, exactly. Kurt Cobain.
We don't really need to explain the
Okay.
jokes, do you?
Oh, that's just great.
They were a grunge band, and then one guy
from
And they're
Seattle.
from Seattle.
Really?
went with a shotgun, and
And I know who Kurt
Danny
is.
Goldberg used to be their manager, and 13 minutes after the hour, here's Chuck with the news. Good morning, Charles.
Good morning, I-Man. Some of the other developments this morning. The Labor Department says the U.S. economy added 32,000 jobs in July.
Yeah,
Smallest
$3 an hour.
non-farm jobs. Smallest gain since December, but still it sent the unemployment rate down to 5.5%, which is the lowest since October 2001.
How'd those jobs compare with the jobs people lost, Charles?
These are non-farm jobs. These are manufacturing jobs.
Right.
Democratic presidential nominee John Kerry, according to some, took a cue straight from Michael Moore's movie and took a shot at President Bush's actions after being told about the second plane hitting the World Trade Center September 11, 2001.
First of all, had I been reading to children and had my top aide whispered in my ear, America is under attack, I would have told those kids very politely and nicely that the President of the United States had something that he needed to attend to. And I would have attended to it.
Well, how's that? He's reflecting on history. He's not reflecting Michael Moore.
May I continue?
Also, how would he know that? How does anyone know in that circumstance what you would actually do? I think it's so ridiculous for everybody to say now, you know, what...
Right.
It's insane.
It's stupid. I mean, come on. It's
It made an effective, it made a very
completely
effective,
a cheap shot.
effective scene in a movie.
Ixnay on the anti-Kerry stuff, okay, Deirdre?
No, well, fair is fair. Come on. I'm not for either party anyway.
Go ahead, Charles.
Former New York City Mayor Rudolph Giuliani retorted, quote, John Kerry must be frustrated in his campaign if he is armchair quarterbacking based on cues from Michael Moore. That's all I was referring to, that in the estimation of some people I meant...
Well, I think Rudy's got a point there.
...that Kerry was taking a cue from Michael Moore. At least that was the interpretation of former Mayor Giuliani.
Well, what else would you say? I mean, come on.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's it.
Quarter after the hour here on the Imus and Wayne program.
Whether it's...
MSNBC was having a conversation with Bernard off the air about Loretta Lynn's record. And Bernard said he just doesn't like depressing songs by anybody. So,
Well,
no.
It's in that song, it's more the music than the lyrics, because like a lot of rap songs, they have a really cool upbeat, you know, funky beat, and they're talking about killing and bitch slapping and everything else.
Right.
And
But you could rock to it.
right. So maybe if they change this a little, like Loretta Lynn, since she's singing about this guy beating her, you know.
well, she's not singing. No. She's not singing about him beating her. She's singing about how she misses her husband who died.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
like
but because we know that the relationship they had, it'd be better if she'd say, I miss all the bruises and having to wear the dark sunglasses and, you know, having him slam me up against the wall and...
How's that a missing?
Then that makes, you know, and then I miss Mrs. Tonight. I mean, that would resonate more, don't you think?
Aren't you? Where are the kids now? Why aren't you with the children here on the ranch?
Well, the little children are eating breakfast right now.
Okay. Please welcome to the Imus and Wayne program the single phoniest person in America, Joseph Abood, who did... now, let me ask you this. Did Joseph Abood call you to wish you a happy birthday?
No.
Does he have the ranch number?
Yes, he does.
Oh, of course he does. What he did was he called me, left a message with Julie. I'm talking you, bozo.
And what? Called you and what?
And left a message. Just, I want to wish Deirdre a happy birthday.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't even know he did that.
No. Well, why wouldn't he call you? Why would he call me? Because he wanted me to know that he did it.
No, because I lost Deirdre's cell phone number. It's the only way I can get her.
Why couldn't you call the Imus Ranch?
Birthday, Deirdre.
How about calling the Imus Ranch?
I don't want to bother you guys. It's a personal thing.
We have a
personal thing.
A personal. Janine's in the office. How are you bothering us?
I know.
What do you think? We're sitting in the ranch office answering the phone?
You won't even get to us.
Yeah,
I'm so glad I called this morning. I'm so glad. Happy birthday, Deirdre. You look absolutely beautiful.
You are such a pig.
You know I have a big crush on Deirdre.
Fine. Well,
Now what?
That's encouraging.
Why? I mean, I love her.
No, never mind.
Listen, I need a huge favor from you if you would do it.
No, I'm not going to do a blurb for your book. I don't do blurbs for anybody's book.
But it's me.
Why don't you hear
I don't
him
care.
out? See what
It's
he
the
wants.
A-man.
I don't care. I'm not doing a blurb for your book.
I know you will.
No, I won't. I'm not, if you say it again, I won't even promote it.
How about if he agrees to use whatever you give him, no matter what?
Wait a minute.
He has to use it.
Let's not.
Like, for example, where was Andrew Cunanan when we needed him, for example? Imagine reading that in the book.
And also, there's a wonderful chapter about our relationship together.
Oh, yeah. Good. You know who's gonna be the first two people to read that? Michael Lynn and David Boyes.
Hey, Joseph, what is your
book about? If you have my name in your book, I'll kill your gerbil.
Wait, what's his book about?
About his dopey clothes.
No, it's called Threads. It's kind of like my life behind the scenes in fashion.
Oh, no. I bet it is.
Did
You have to read it in the closet?
It sounds like Carol Higgins Clark helped you with that because that title is like a Carol Higgins Clark deal.
You know, like kind of a
Very good observation.
And I know
Deirdre.
you guys are friends.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
she's kind of your beard when you go places, right?
All I can... Can we have... Do you do this to Maureen Dowd? Oh, Maureen Dowd, would you like a cup of tea? Would you
Maureen
are you
Dowd won a Pulitzer Prize because she's a genius. You're a dope who makes clothes.
He makes good clothes,
Beautiful
though.
clothes.
Yeah, you make beautiful clothes. I have to give you that. But...
Right. Did you see that wonderful article on me in the New York Times when I lost
Oh,
my
here we go. Get off my phone now, right now.
I love you guys.
25
I love
after
you,
the hour.
Joseph.
But did you see
25
that?
after the hour.
That article
Really,
was unbelievable.
What was it in?
About how he lost his luggage on a business trip one time.
Oh, I read that.
And he showed up at a hotel in Italy, I believe, with his with what he was wearing on his back and a Speedo.
Went to business meetings in a
Yeah.
Speedo?
And then he was talking about picking up rocks, and at one point he says he began gathering the rocks in a bag, and soon I had about 80 pounds. How much do I know? How do I know how much they weighed? I don't want to get obnoxious, but I lift weights, and I know what I can pick up.
That's disturbing that all he had with him are the clothes on his back and a Speedo. Where was his wife? Wasn't she traveling with him to Italy?
Yeah.
Good morning, Sid.
Hey, I'd like to take this opportunity to promote a book of my own. Well, I didn't write it, but I think it's a book that deserves
Oh, we
mention.
know you didn't write it. You probably didn't read it either.
No, but I'm telling you, this is going to be a big hit.
Shirts.
It's called Jill Ann Upstairs. Did you hear about this? Jill Ann Upstairs.
What is it?
This is one of these girls who lived in the Playboy Mansion who's writing a tell-all book. Page 6 today. It says...
who cares?
Oh, wait. You have to know 12 slave bunnies that have to have sex nights on Wednesday and Friday night. And how sex night works is you have to take a bath. And there are 2 large big screen TVs in the bedroom playing porn all the time. And all the girls have to be cheering Hefner on during the sex. And the ones who aren't having sex with Hefner have to pretend they're having lesbian sex with each other.
Yeah, that's high maintenance.
Well, I'm just saying, it's Friday night at the Imus Ranch. You know?
Yeah.
Any chance of sex night at the Imus Ranch tonight?
Any chance of you dying?
I think he's dying right now, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
Jill Ann Upstairs. It'll be #1 on Amazon in a week, I'll guarantee it.
Well.
Yeah, and Neanderthals like you will be looking at the pictures but not reading the book.
In the spirit of Bush World.
Yeah, Sid thought that was a different book.
That was a movie,
yeah, I'm sure.
Actually, it was a movie. He claims that Maureen Dowd stole the title from a porn movie he'd seen.
Well, she could have been inspired by.
Sure.
And it just happens that because,
Can you do sports, Sid?
You know why, man? Thanks to people like you, there are people out there who fight problems every day and step up and realize it and get better. And one of those guys is Joe Namath. We remember Joe Namath just a couple of months ago. You remember that whole incident?
Vaguely.
Wasted on the sidelines during a football game.
Tell me again.
Well, I think we can actually play it for you if you'd like.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, I remember
Yeah, this is Joe Namath and Susie Clubber, an interview that you won't hear.
Susie Colbert.
Yeah.
Clubber.
What?
Clubber? Susie Colbert.
Yeah.
God almighty.
Susie the cobbler.
God almighty.
Here it is, Namath and Clubber.
Let's go to Susie.
Mike, there's a whole lot of people that want to draw the comparison between one of the all-time great Jet quarterbacks, Joe Namath, and Chad Pennington. What impresses you about Chad?
I believe everything that anyone else has watched Chad play impresses me. The same thing impresses them. He's a quality, classy quarterback that has a touch on the football. He's not a thrower. He's a passer. His mind is ahead of what the defense is. And if the Jets can support him, they will win the championship.
Hold your 1 second for this, Joe.
Pennington draw play to Curtis Martin. He'll get 6.
Joe, it's been a tough season for Jet fans. What does it mean to you now when the team is struggling?
I want to kiss you. I couldn't care less about the team struggling. What we know is we can improve. Chad Pennington, our quarterback, missed.
Oh, my God. Joe's so drunk he couldn't control himself. Jesus, that is so embarrassing.
I know he's drunk. He's hitting on her.
There's a guy my age, by the way. Oh, my God.
I forgot how rough that was.
That was awful.
Terrible. But he's sober now. He's sober now, and he realizes that he apologized, actually, to Susie and Nancy Grace and everybody else.
Well, why are you bringing it up this morning?
What?
The Joe
because
Namath
it's in the
thing.
papers today, actually, because the jet camp, and he went up to visit jet camp, and I guess he's serving as an inspiration that he's been able to turn his life around.
What, did he go to rehab or something?
You know, the funny thing is, I don't think he did.
Did you read the story?
No, I mean...
Did you, Bernie?
No, I didn't. But I did read a previous story that indicated that he did.
He was supposed to go.
Yeah, I don't know if he went, though.
But I figured if we're going to report on it, we might, read the story.
Yeah, it says here, Namath battling drinking demons, and I just thought Luke could play the cut, and that would be it.
We're just being commercials by now.
Well, why have any facts, right? Charles, do you know anything about it?
I haven't seen the story, no.
Half prepared are like, it doesn't matter, I don't need to read their article.
Yeah, I figured right, Luke said being commercials by now, to be honest, man.
Oh, my God.
I know.
The opening bell of the New York Stock Exchange is sponsored by Leventhal.
I'd read it and play the cut, that would be it.
You may want to take advantage of Leventhal's bond of the day. And it's also sponsored by your Tri-State Jeep dealer. Trail rated capability only in a Jeep 4x4. Well, the Dow Jones Industrial Average continuing its crash. It's down 26 points already this morning. The NASDAQ is down, 17. Oh, what the hell's going on, Charles?
We were a minute into the trading day. What the hell is this?
That's your lucky number, though, 17, honey. That's a Fibonacci number, too, isn't it? 17.
Well, Bob, don't you have to do something?
Sounds like a
What are
headway.
you doing here? God,
Pretty fugazi of you.
You know, if this is going back...
Fibonacci, one of the famous mathematicians.
Remember Ted Brown and the Redhead, Charles?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, this is
We're getting right there, I do.
Well, 13's another Fibonacci number.
Feminazi? What?
Fibonacci.
What does that mean?
It's the name of a mathematician. He does. A lot of Wall Streeters follow the
Charles
Fibonacci
and
numbers.
I did not go to college.
No, so please stop.
Of course,
doing this.
you went to college but didn't go to class. My wife went on an athletic scholarship to Villanova, didn't you?
Yes, and then I spent most of my time in Europe. So.
Okay.
Fuzzy math. Very fuzzy math.
Fuzzy math.
Fuzzy.
Anyway, 32 after the hour. Anything else said?
Yankees won last night, 5-1, and the Red Sox didn't play, so the lead is now 9.5. And the Mets won, and the Dodgers won, and the Cubs won.
How about the Cardinals?
The Cardinals won as well.
God, do they ever lose?
They never lose, and guess what? They're playing the Mets this weekend. I know the Mets just swept the Brewers 3 straight, but that was pretty good for them. And an exciting day on Sunday, man. It is the Hall of Fame class of 2004 for the NFL. Bob Brown, Carl Eller, John Elway, and Barry Sanders, and for the first time ever in the 41-year history of the Hall of Fame, each of the enshrinees will be presented by a family member.
Oh, good. Isn't there a football game, too?
Yeah, I think it's Monday night.
It's the Broncos and the Redskins, right? Sid?
Already?
What about the Olympics starting?
The
Why are you
Olympics?
guys talking about that?
Because I don't care about the Olympics.
Is it open ceremonies on Sunday?
No, because it's stupid. It's a bunch of jacked up drug addicts. I don't care anything
Oh,
about it.
you guys are horrible. The whole spirit of the Olympics and what it stands for?
Stupid. I hate the Olympics.
Jerks. You got young guys fighting a war in Iraq. We don't care about some guy throwing a steel
Oh,
ball
but
100
yet you're
yards.
going to watch your football every week and your basketball and everything else and your baseball.
It's a
I mean, you
different
guys are so phony.
Plus the fact this whole Greece thing is such a terrifying thing. It's like Munich waiting to happen all over again. I mean, these poor kids are putting their lives on the line.
It's not a good idea.
Right?
So what are you saying? We shouldn't have an Olympics this year?
No.
I'm saying call it off.
Cancel it.
No, actually,
Screw it.
call it off.
Yeah. Where's Jimmy Carter? He was
You know
president
what
a week
we
ago.
That shows a badge of courage
You
there.
know what we should do instead of the Olympics? We should have another car race.
If your mattress is causing you...
Morning, I. Hey,
How you doing,
listen.
babe?
Good, how are you?
Come on.
Happy birthday, Deirdre, if she's still there.
Pardon
But
me?
anyway, I said happy birthday to your wife if she's still there.
No, she went to
Especially get the bacon and eggs.
Oh, thank God. Listen, hey, if you're going to kill Gillespie, you better start killing your boy Terry about George Soros, MoveOn.org, and how unusual your boy takes money from a foreigner, Soros, a Hungarian. How unusual to be in bed with some foreign countries, France, Germany. It's kind of funny, huh?
I don't need this negative stuff, Frank.
And another thing, the other guy running with him complains about high-cost health care. Well, if he stopped his frivolous lawsuits, then maybe we wouldn't have a health care problem in this country.
That's great, Frank. Usually you're funny. Today you weren't. Get off my
No,
phone.
I want to be serious today.
Here on line 4 is Robert, the mathematician from Boston. Good morning, Robert.
Hi, good morning. I'm not a mathematician, just a humble former math major. I wanted to say, first, I want to congratulate your wife on just the fact that the phrase Fibonacci numbers was uttered on national network radio, let alone the Imus in the Morning program. I think is an historic day in radio, and I took a great pleasure in it. However, I regret to pass on to your wife, if you would, that 17 is not, in fact, a Fibonacci number. And I know your listeners have been waiting with bated breath to hear this resolved. So I just thought I'd pass it along.
I'll pass that along to her. I'm sure she'll be enlightened.
Well, something like that. It's just a particular sequence of numbers. But as I say, it was a high point of the week to hear Fibonacci numbers mentioned on the radio.
Sound like the life of the party there, Robert.
It was
oh my God.
Fibonacci. Wow.
Go back to your Mandelbrot, Julius sets, and chaos and fractal theories, all right?
17 till they are.
Cowboy. Cowboy.
Hey, Yogi, how many Hall of Fame Yankees did you know personally?
I know most of them, Scooter, but some more personally than others.
Did you ever meet the great Babe Ruth?
The year I joined the Yankees, I had my picture taken with him.
5-year-olds can buy 2.
I don't know how to describe what he has on. Can you, Charles?
I don't know.
I got a funky lid on, and it's keeping me warm in the studio here.
I'd like to apologize, by the way, for the kids burning their little American flags after John Kerry and John Edwards blew by in their stupid train here on the Imus Ranch, in which they had to go right through the middle of the ranch at about 20 miles an hour. I mean, you can't make it up. Quarter after the hour.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long, long year. Stole many a man's soul of faith. I was around when Jesus Christ had his moments of doubt and pain. Made damn sure the Pilate washed his hands and sealed his face. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guessed my name. Imus in the morning.
We were talking with Felicia. But if don't have signal, they're red. Then they wouldn't have to stop.
If my brother and I used to work for the railroad.
Or you could have given them a stop sign. Just get out there and give them a stop sign. The engineer can't ignore that. So you could have said, hey, we got some cattle loose up on the track. Just want to stop you here.
You know, I never thought of any of that.
Well, you could have just laid across the tracks.
No, they'd have kept going then.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Could have tied one of the kids on the track. They might as well have run over them.
Sure. Crush their little hopes.
In case you don't know what I'm talking
train,
about.
Talk about a train that's going nowhere.
In case you don't know what I'm talking about, Senator Kerry and Senator Edwards on that stupid train trip of theirs. I didn't find out about it until Friday because I wasn't paying any attention, and I have an incompetent staff and it wasn't up on what's going on.
Train bound for nowhere. That could be a country song.
Train came right through the ranch.
Train bound for nowhere.
There's 4 miles of track that runs through the ranch that the train travels on. Comes through 4 or 5 times a day. Well, it doesn't come through as often anymore because Amtrak's going broke.
Well,
then here, if you're watching MSNBC, they had celebrities with them. There's Aretha Franklin getting off the train.
That's not Aretha Franklin.
Who is that?
Did she sing?
I think that's Lady Teresa.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's the brick girl on Edwards.
Was there about 20 people there waiting for him?
I'm surprised you didn't push her off the train and sue him.
We had more people out there at Tucson Raceway Park saying Nicole and I and old Don Collier than they did there in Las Vegas.
How many people did you have out there?
Well, they come up, probably about 50. But we only was out there a couple hours and way off to the side, you know.
Yeah. How many people were at the race itself?
Oh, about 75,000.
75,000 people?
I don't know. It's hard for me to judge. When the stands are full, how many is there, you know?
Yeah.
Probably several thousand.
Well, you picked Jeff Gordon to win the race and Jarrett to run 30, ran second.
Yeah, when they originally ran second was because Jimmy Johnson had problems. If Jimmy Johnson hadn't had problems, Jarrett would have been third.
Right.
So that's not a bad pick either.
It's pretty
good. I should be very proud of myself.
Absolutely. I was
you should.
just extolling your virtues on this program a couple hours ago.
Hey, just for to help fit out in the future, skank is in the dictionary, the word skank.
Yeah.
And it actually means a dance. The first definition is a dance that people dance to reggae. And it has other definitions, you know.
Yeah.
So in the future, just some information you might come in handy.
Yeah, I don't think I was calling Nancy Grace a dancer.
No, I think you were using it in its
You were using
pejorative sense.
one of the other, the second or third definition.
Yeah.
I noticed you didn't call her that when she was on.
Oh, here we go again. Here we go.
I mean, talk about some dead air.
Yeah.
Then I hope we save that. I want to play that over and over on my show.
You do?
Oh, God.
Stick around. Wait to see what happens next. In about 5 minutes, when Victoria Gotti shows up.
With Bernard.
I mean, he's wearing a costume at this point. He's wearing a costume.
And she's only on the phone, by the way.
I saw her on Fox this morning, actually.
You did?
Yeah, switching, going by the channels, you know, sometimes do during the commercial break.
What do you mean you saw her on Fox?
She was actually in the studio there on Fox.
Oh, boy.
I didn't want to bring up that can of worms, but as long as...
Well, you didn't bring it up, you opened it.
I opened it. Probably shouldn't have done that, should I?
No.
Probably should have taken Bernie's advice and just let that go.
So she appeared, Bernard, you're telling me, live on Fox and is calling us?
Get this, he wants all the proceeds to go to the Democratic campaign that he's running.
Sure.
The only issue with this, though, Iman, is the fact that half of his prep school friends are Republican, and they say no way. So they've decided to release 2 separate albums. One of them is going to go to support the Kerry campaign, and the other one, I guess, is just going to go into the profits of John Kerry, of the Republicans.
Right.
Okay, so A-Rod, he's got some explaining to do. There was a fundraiser to benefit Jorge Posada's son on Sunday night, and he did not show up. Apparently, him and his wife decided to spend the night in the Hamptons for his 29th birthday instead. Notable
That's not
mentions.
cool.
No, that's not cool. His son was actually diagnosed with craniosynostosis, and it was to
God.
benefit his son, and A-Rod thought that being out in the Hamptons was a little bit better. So Mr. Yankee is not that much of a Yankee.
Not a team player.
No, not a team player. I mean, others that were there, Derek Jeter supported him, Bernie Williams, Mariano Rivera, Joe Torre was there.
Derek Jeter didn't even look at you when you threw yourself at him.
Right? He didn't. I'm heartbroken. Actually, no, he's been spotted dating Jessica Alba recently. She's a very hot and sexy girl, so I don't know. He did show up stag the other night, though, so who knows how that's going.
Sure.
And last but not least, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Did you hear about this?
No.
There's a Bosley Bobblehead Doll Company. They've made a bobblehead doll of the Governator, and they have him holding an AK-47 look-alike type gun in his hand. So Schwarzenegger threw up a lawsuit against him, and they said, well, his public image was out there beforehand, and now that they can do whatever they want, but they've decided to actually drop the lawsuit against the doll company as long as they get rid of the gun that he has.
Did you see Growing Up Gotti?
I did.
And?
It was horrible.
Really?
Absolutely horrible.
By the way, if Victoria Gotti had a daughter, it would be you. I mean, you remind me so much of Victoria Gotti. It's unbelievable.
Why was it horrible?
How is that so? Well, it was poorly scripted, first of all. You could tell that she was reading over all these things. Her sons were unruly and completely and totally obnoxious. My mother would have pulled my hair so hard if I acted like any of those kids.
Thank you.
They were absolutely disgusting. They had no respect. They were cursing. 14 years old.
Snotty little punks.
Yeah,
Can we go
14
with that?
years old.
I thought they were adorable.
Yeah.
You thought they were adorable?
Yes.
Oh, please.
And
nice kids.
Miss Gotti is a wonderful mom, and
by herself, a
Nice
husband
lady.
in jail, raising these 3 kids by herself. She's done a tremendous job.
But they're celebrating blood money. Come on.
Yeah,
let's be
exactly. And she sits there, no one should prejudge me, yet she's telling
she's
a
right.
limo driver she's going to pay him $1,000 to drop off her blind date in a ditch.
She was kidding.
Give me a break.
That's
I
a
don't want to be
joke.
prejudged. I don't want to be prejudged. Meanwhile, she's got her boobs out to here. She's got the blonde hair down to there. Please, tight dresses everywhere. I don't know.
that's fine.
She's
She's a nice lady, but they're putting them on because they're seen as a bunch of freaks.
But hold on a second.
They don't. She doesn't even realize that.
seen as a bunch of freaks. How much plastic surgery
You're
did that woman
complaining
have?
about somebody who's wearing tight dresses and the boobs are out to here? What do you
Yeah,
think?
I mean,
Well,
She's 50 years
Michelle.
old, but...
Well, Michelle, Salvatore, and Bernard McGurk for their final appearances here on the Imus and Wayne program. Here on line 4 is Jerry from Brandon,
anywhere
Mississippi. Yeah, good morning, Jerry.
Good morning, my man.
How you doing, baby?
Doing great. Watching the convention last week, and I came up with a couple of new lines for the Kerry campaign.
Okay.
The new foreign policy slogan will be, accept I surrender or we'll sue you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not help is on the way, my man, but hemp is on the way. So I wanted to give that to you. I love John Kerry, but I'm like you. I like to stir the damn pot every time I can.
What are you doing down there in Brandon, Mississippi, Jerry?
Oh, it's hot. It's hot as a pair of black leather panties at an Elvis concert down here.
Yeah.
And so we're just trying to live, baby. But you are great. I enjoy you from 5 to 8 in the morning down here.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful, man. I'm retired. I'm an old builder from Houston, Texas.
Sure.
Put all those gaps in the Houston skyline down there, and I'm just enjoying retirement. And you're one of the high points of my day. Love your show. Delbert McClinton forever.
Well, now, you know, you just said the magic word, Delbert McClinton forever. Are you right about that or what?
I am right about that. I'm right about most things. My friends call me Huckleberry Twain, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I'm not as good as Mark Twain, but I am definitely a Huckleberry.
Jared, thank you for this very fine call.
Love you, man, and I love what you're doing in New Mexico. God bless you, my friend.
Delbert forever, I agree.
I love you too.
September 11th was
that John
2001. September 11th, 2002 came and went. September 11th, 2003 came and went. September 11th, 2004 is almost here. And only finally are we doing some of the things that some of us have been calling for all that period of time. We need leadership. We need leadership that makes America stronger. I'm a victim of life circumstances.
Here he is.
I was raised around barrooms, Friday night dancing, singing them old country songs. Yeah, half the time ending up someplace I don't belong. Imus in the morning.
Crosstown Forest.
Howdy. It's gone. Carl Malone's gone. Derek Fisher signed with Golden State, for God's sake. And people are saying Staples Center could, hell, I don't know, could actually be a Staples in 5 or 6 years. Bad enough, the Lakers going straight to hell. But now, Senator Mr. Massachusetts Yacht Boy, Kerry, my guy, comes out of his convention and drops off the face of the earth. Starts his big speech with that fairy salute, and it was all downhill from there. Who thought that up? Made the poor numbnuts look like a 6'4" reject from the same-sex dating game. Have you seen him and Edwards sitting next to each other on their campaign bus? They look about as comfortable in their own skins as burn victims. Jesus. And they're going to fix everything. Terror, taxes, education, the heartbreak of psoriasis, Ben Affleck's career, you name it. No details, of course, but just trust him. Right. And Teresa in that outfit made her look like she had just mud wrestled her way out of a vat of ketchup. Sounded like a bad impression of one of the Gabor sisters. God almighty. Oh, and old Elizabeth Edwards needing some personal downsizing. For Christ's sake, no wonder these people got a convention bounce like you dropped a manhole cover in a septic tank. So, where's that leave us, you want to know? Oh, we're just fine. If the Bobbsey twins don't make it come November, we've always got our butter-fingered half-wit, Wild Bill, Pull My Finger Hickok, and the Danger Rangers riding the prairie for us, right? Oh, and haven't they done just a wonderful job the last 3.5 years, jerking that rainbow threat matrix chart all over the place? Now we got this situation where all the country's at level yellow, except for a bunch of financial institutions that, if you're asking me, ought to be blown up. They're all raised up to level orange, which means something. At this point, the Fab Five from Queer Eye couldn't straighten it out. Anyway, here's your bottom line. If you want to know the truth, it doesn't make a hell of a lot of difference whether Carrie Edwards wins, or Black Bart and the Gray Ghost win, or Al-Qaeda wins. One way we're blown up, one way we're screwed up, either way, we're up. Ponderous, man. Ponderous.
You know, the line of the morning here on the Imus Morning program, in my view, is Bernard saying about Conde Rice, girl got some freaky teeth.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Want to see Willie Nelson and Bob Dylan in concert this Saturday night at Yale Field in West Haven, Connecticut? Get on the iPhone at 1-800-370-IMUS, 1-800-370-4687. You have to do an impression of either Bob or Willie.
Yeah.
And you'll get tickets, plus you'll be one of 5 winners eligible for our Imus in the Morning Grand Prize. You get to watch the show from the best seats in the house, a small section of raised seats, right next to the soundboard. Get a chance to meet Willie. We'll throw in $500 as well. You might decide to rent a limo with the money or use it for airfare if you live far away, or maybe just buy Bob Dylan t-shirts. Contest open to everyone around the country, but remember, it's just tickets to the show, except for the $500. We will not fly you to New York to see this situation. If you or any other way, you have to provide your own transportation. That's the point.
Okay.
If you'd like to buy tickets to see Bob Dylan and Willie Nelson together, you can go online at Ticketmaster.com or call Ticketmaster phone charge or pick them up at the Yale Field box office. Call now, do an impression of Bob or Willie, win the stuff. Hot deal, man. Ain't it, Chuck?
Hot deal, dude.
So 34 minutes past the hour. That's the opening bell of the New York Stock Exchange. Sponsored by Lebenthal. Don't forget to check out the Lebenthal Bond of the Day. And also by Independence Air. The market is open, $24 down. NASDAQ is down a little over 8 points, 8 and change. So, but the market wound up. It opened down yesterday, but it wound up, didn't it?
Yeah, matter of fact, turned around.
So, kind of like it got an injection of Viagra somewhere mid-session, didn't it?
It sure did. Went from limp to rigid, baby. Rigid.
Yeah. Give us an update on what's going on in the world, Chuck.
Well, a few things, man. 6 members of Iraq's National Guard have been killed and several wounded in the latest car bombing to hit the country. An Army spokesperson says the casualties were the result of a car bomb. Went off at a checkpoint about 40 miles north of Baghdad, just outside the town of Bakuba.
Why does anybody need to drive in Iraq right now, by the way?
Got to get around.
Well, tough.
Well, what are you going to do?
Park them.
Can't just...
Do like you do in China, ride bikes.
Well, then there would be bike bombs, without a doubt.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. They get a handle on that situation.
Officials in Pakistan say they've arrested several more Al-Qaeda suspects over the past 3 days, being questioned, and at least one arrested trying to board a plane with what were described as questionable documents. And they believe the suspects arrested are linked to other Al-Qaeda suspects recently detained. These 3 guys who they've picked up since actually the middle of June, and from whom a lot of this latest terrorist alert stuff derives. The development comes amid reports it was possibly old information that made Washington react and issue last Sunday's terror alerts for New York, New Jersey, and Washington, D.C.
That'll scare the hell out of us.
Stuff that dated back to at least the surveillance by the alleged terrorists, possibly dating back to before 9/11 itself. Two congressional panels hold hearings today into the final report of the independent commission investigating the 9/11 attacks. President Bush embracing two key recommendations from that commission's report. John Kerry's wife says if President Bush is elected to another term, it will not be good for the American people. She said when responding to some guy with a bullhorn where she was appearing in Milwaukee, some guy said 4 more years. So a Bush Cheney supporter. And she said, no, well, you want 4 more years of hell. There are reports of...
Then she started chanting.
Yeah.
Like a mental patient. 3 more months.
3 more months. 3 more months.
And she said it repeatedly. Well, chanting, yeah.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. It was an odd moment.
Yes, well, I mean... And we had Laura Bush down there christening a ship in Texas, whacking a bottle of wine of champagne, something yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, champagne is wine.
Yes.
Don't mess with Texas. Y'all hear me? Don't mess with Texas. Holy God.
The First Lady.
That's what we got.
First Lady.
There's no equivalency there. Laura Bush is a class act. This other one is a dingbat who's hurting her husband's chances for election. I know you're in the tank for your guy, but there's no equivalency between Laura Bush and the whack job moneybags loudmouth.
Yeah, I'm afraid you're right. So. It's troubling.
Laura Bush came to New York yesterday with the 2 daughters.
Yep. To the City Court building.
Very courageous thing to do, a classy thing to do. She's the perfect First Lady.
You really are just, I don't know.
Plus, she's an American.
Thank you.
Yeah, but isn't Teresa an African-American?
Yes, she is.
Now she describes herself?
Yes, she does.
Oh.
She's a dingbat. A whack job dingbat immigrant.
There's Tom from Connecticut on line 1. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, man.
What's up, baby?
I'm nuts. Heading to work. Paying those bills.
Yeah. What do you want?
I want tickets.
Let me hear you do Bob or Willie.
There goes some Bob. Bob Dylan.
Pretty good.
That's not bad. Hang on. Don't hang up. Because you might win, but you haven't won so far. Here on line 2 is John from Albany. Good morning, John.
Hey. Hi, how you doing?
All right, Jay, how are you?
Good.
John, not Jay.
John.
No, he called me I, and then I just decided to use his initial to his first name, Lou. So why don't you butt out, you little red-headed shrimp?
Wait a minute.
Hey, leave him alone.
You've never gotten a name wrong before, that's true.
Yeah, well, just don't worry about it, Harvey.
H.
Yeah.
Hi.
Let me hear you, John.
I'm going to do Willie.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let me warm up.
We had that yesterday. You don't win. Get off my phone, please. Here's Ron from Greenvale, Wisconsin.
Yo, how you doing?
All right, Ron.
Okay, present day Bob Dylan. Teenage love, chase, make a women. Where's my Viagra?
That's stupid. Get off my phone.
Oh, God.
Here on line 4 is John from New York City. Good morning, John.
Nah. I'm in.
Yeah.
Willie. Red-headed I-Man from Blue Rock, Montana. Rode into town one day.
That's it?
That's it, bro.
I'm giving it to the guy on line 1, Tom from Connecticut. Tom?
Ooh.
Tom.
I'm here.
You win.
Thank you, I-Man.
You don't deserve to win, but you do.
All right.
Yeah, you were awful.
Terrible.
You were terrible, but... But the other people sucks so bad it hurt my hair, so...
Finally, I win something.
What's your favorite radio station?
WFAN.
Hang on, we'll send your stuff to you, okay?
Yep.
19 till the hour here on the Imus-Hamas program. I'm here with an update on sports to Sid Rosenberg. Good morning, Sid.
Morning, Iron. Morning, Iron Man. Well, as we talked about all morning, Roger Clemens spit on an umpire. Unbelievable. That's my story.
Well, what have you been doing, Sid?
I was listening to the contestants just now, and honestly, I was frozen. And Tom, I couldn't move. I couldn't even move to get up and enter the studio to do my sports report.
Sure. Was Minko bummed yesterday that we used, or whenever we used Michelle to do sports?
Well, you know what? Minko was such a nice man, and he's had a rough week as it is because his girls' softball team was eliminated from playoff competition a couple of days ago. So that was this weekend. It was hard enough on him. But I don't think he would say that, man. He likes you too much, and he's too respectful. But do I think down deep he's hurt? No question about it. Yeah. No question about it. Yeah. But I mean, the question is, is it bothering you?
No. Well, yeah, because I like Minko.
I don't think it's bothering him.
Not in the least.
Because I could bring John Minko in here, and you can ask him that question yourself. And if he says he is hurt, you have the opportunity to apologize to him right there on the air.
Bring him in.
Hey,
sure.
Hold on, sir. He doesn't care.
The Red Sox won last night. They beat Tampa Bay. The Yankees were off, so it means the Red Sox have cut that lead now to 9 games.
Whoa.
I don't think the Cardinals played, but
no, they didn't.
They probably won anyway.
The way they're going, probably so.
Holy God. Nobody can explain that. I mean, what they're doing, so. And when did the Olympics start? Do you know, Charles?
Soon.
A week from Friday. Friday the 13th, as a matter of fact.
Wow. Oh, good.
How do you like that?
That's great. Just
Let's
great.
Go to Athens.
What a disaster.
Oh, my
How do you think all these NBC analysts are looking forward to this? Dreading it. They would rather be going to Baghdad. At least they'd be in the green zone, protected.
Yeah. Please welcome to the Imus Morning program, John Minko. Good morning, Mink.
Good morning, Mr. Imus.
How'd your operation come out?
It came out. Everything is fine. I've lost some weight, so you will be extremely happy with my physique when you finally get back here after Labor Day.
I need some independent verification of this, Charles.
Looks bad to me.
Yeah.
No, that's absolutely not true.
Well?
I've dropped 12 pounds.
Well, drop 12 more. We'll talk.
I would look good in a Speedo right now.
Minko, I had, please don't conjure up that memory.
Oh, my God.
Oh, holy God.
My God.
I had Michelle Salvatore fill in for Sid doing sports the other day.
Yes, absolutely.
And, but I didn't want you to feel badly, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
Did you feel bad, Charles?
Yes, I'm in.
Not badly?
No, I'm in.
I didn't want you to feel bad.
Well, I appreciate that, but I was, fairly devastated by it.
Well, you were?
Yes.
Why?
But Michelle did an excellent job, so now I feel good about it.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Well, it's no reflection on you.
No?
No.
Okay.
Doesn't make sense. You should feel worse. She did good. You should feel bad.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I always root for the co-workers.
Oh, no one does.
No, I'm not a backstabber here.
No one roots for
I
co-workers.
support the people here at the radio station.
Hey, you're lying.
You're a lying
You're
skunk.
lying. You're lying.
You're a lying fat skunk, apparently.
Oh, no, I'm slim down. Slim Jim.
So you're happy Michelle did well?
Yes, absolutely. I like Michelle.
She didn't do that well, by the way.
I beg to differ. I thought she did excellent.
I mean, as far as an update sports guy, I don't think there are a few people who have a better radio voice than you do.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. It's just that you don't bring anything else to the table.
And I understand. But, well, that's a problem. At least I recognize that problem.
John is solid.
But you're very solid.
Thank you.
So.
Michelle has better sweater meat, quite frankly.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know about that, Charles.
Actually, she does. She does.
Put a Speedo on her.
She would look great in a Speedo, anything.
Yeah. Well, okay, Mank. I just want to make sure you're okay.
I'm doing just
How are things around the station, by the way?
They're peachy keen. Everything is fine. Oxygen levels are okay. Everything's good.
How's Fat Carlin doing?
Continent's doing excellent.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing excellent. And a lot of good things have happened here, and he's done excellent on the air. He's a good host.
You know, Minko is a softball coach. Maybe he has an opinion on what Roger Clemens did yesterday.
Do you, Mink?
Yeah, that's not a good situation. You know, there's too many parents that get too involved and get too attached to what's going on and just leave the umpires alone.
Do you have that problem with your team?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do?
Oh, absolutely.
Of course. Whoa. You absolutely do.
Oh, sure.
Now, is that the majority of parents, or would you say that there's a vocal minority?
No, it's a minority. Most of the parents.
Thank you very much.
Most of the parents watch the games and enjoy the games, but there
All
are
right, you can go
certain
now.
that get too emotionally tied up into what's going on.
The element is there to ruin it for everybody.
And the coaches get sometimes too emotionally involved in what's going on.
Right, you
No
are.
doubt. Have you ever had a parent, Mink, get in your face about not using their kid to play?
Sure.
Well, please let Minko answer, Charles.
Of course he has.
Yes, I have.
Charles, go outside and sniff Michelle's chair or something. We're trying to conduct an
God
interview.
almighty, what a...
No, she said it there. I don't even need
Why
to.
don't you and Howard Feynman go dress up in garter belts and sing Broadway show tunes?
We're trying to conduct an intelligent interview.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you just butt out?
Well, I'm just recalling my days. I've coached for 6 years nearly.
Or you did?
Yes. Put in my time.
Parents ever jump ugly with you?
Of course.
What did you do?
Told her sit down and shut up.
Did you?
Of course. Butt out.
How'd that go?
You want to get out here and run this thing, then you get out here. I'll sit up there.
And yell at you.
In the meantime, shut up.
Yeah, I don't know if I were a parent, I'd be pushing you or not. I think that might be a bad thing to do.
Huge mistake.
Yeah. Because,
That's the thing, too. The coaches put in all the time and effort.
Exactly.
And some parent shows up for, an hour and a half to watch.
Back off. Pipe down.
After
Put
a
a sock on it.
After a couple of cocktails.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
McCord, you don't know what you're doing, McCord.
12 till the hour now.
Whiskey River, take my mind. Don't let her memory torture me. Whiskey River, don't run dry. You're all I got, take care of me. Whiskey River, take my mind. Don't let her memory torture me. Whiskey River, don't run dry. You're all I've got, take care of me. Imus in the morning.
Whether it's fair or not, people judge you by the words you use. In business and socially, your vocabulary and language skills tell everyone about your background, education, even your intelligence. That's why you need verbal advantage. While you listen, verbal advantage will give you the confidence that comes with a strong command of the English language. No more fumbling for the right word. No more embarrassment at how to express yourself. No more fear of using the wrong word. And it's so easy. To learn, you simply listen. When you want, where you want. See why over 100,000 people have already gotten the verbal advantage they need for success.
To learn more about verbal advantage, call now. 1-800-999-1979. That's 999-1979. 1-800-999-1979.
I'm Alexandra Laban.
And Democrat.
Little brats. Well, they're better, though. They've come around, sort of.
Seen the light, huh?
They're
Man?
terrified, of course. They don't seem all that happy, but you know what? I don't care whether they're happy or not.
Ooh.
So, but they'll leave here at least having the experience of having to do something they don't want to do and they don't like, other than sulking, whining about being homesick or complaining about the food. I mean, it's absurd.
I don't know about terror.
In fact, give me something. Let me go out there and beat on them right now.
All righty.
So,
Yeah,
well, unfortunately, you can't strike him, but...
Yeah, man's a genius. He's an absolute genius.
It's coming up on 12 minutes after the hour. They've been here since 5:30 this morning. I mean, I don't understand it, do you?
Well,
Maybe they're taking turns urinating in your coffee?
You don't take my coffee out there, do you, before you give it to me? Randall? No, well, first of all, Randall would urinate in it. So, it's 12 minutes after the hour here on the Imus in the morning program. Sid Rosenberg. Well, great news. We have some great news. And maybe even some of the kids here will be interested in this. That Mary Kay Letourneau has been released from prison, and let's party. So, right, Sid?
You should take her out there, actually. A little motivational speech to the kids out there. That'll have them coming back next year, I promise.
Yeah. Well,
Here is the grand prize for the winner of the best weed puller.
Well, we built an old western town here at the ranch that is a lot like Lonesome Dove. And my brother, before he went to Tucson, said he always said we needed a town whore, but we don't have one at this point, as far as I know. So, I mean, some of these nurses who come out here seem a little loose.
Well, that's might take an injection willy-nilly.
Well, what?
Late night bed visits?
Just making the rounds.
Well, I think some of them are scamming on the EMT, Tim the EMT, but that's fine. He's single, and he's a nice-looking guy, so why not?
Sounds
Anyway,
like Abu Ghraib out there, for God's sake.
That's fine.
On a number of levels.
13 after the hour. What's going on in sports, Sid?
It's a sad day, man.
Why?
The voice of the New York Mets.
Well, that is sad.
Back in 1962, when the Mets joined the league, man, Bob Murphy was there, and he was there right up until the end of last season. And yesterday, at the age of 79, Bob Murphy passed away.
God bless him.
I've got a nice tribute. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
All right, here it is. It's about a minute and a half long, though.
Okay.
But this goes out to Bob Murphy.
Well, hi there, everybody. This is Bob Murphy, welcoming you to the first regular season game in the history of the New York Mets.
By Stanley, and a ground ball, trickling. It is a fair ball. Gets 5 up there. Rounding third night. The Mets will win the ball game. The Mets win. They win. Now the pitch on the way. He struck him out. Struck him out. The Mets have won the World Series. And they're jamming and crowding all over Jesse Orozco.
Pitch on the way to bounds. Fly ball hit the center. Can he run it down? On the run. Payton makes the catch. It's all over. The Mets win it. Jay Payton makes the catch. A one-hit shutout for Bobby Jones. High fly ball. Deep to center field. It's way back. It may go. Gone. A two-run homer for Mike Piazza.
On behalf of my wife, Joy, we both say thanks to you for being so good to us, for allowing us to be a part of your life, and for enjoying baseball with us. Thank you very much, and good night, and God bless.
Bob Murphy has been, quite simply, the voice of summer. The sound of our barbecues, the voice of warm summer nights, and what collection of sounds in the human experience is more soothing than the pounding of the surf, the din of the seagulls, mixed with Bob Murphy's Oklahoma Lills, coming from a sandy transistor radio.
I'll start missing you the minute I walk off this field. It has been such a marvelous, marvelous time. Pitch by Tavares. Ground ball right side of the infield. The game should be over. Handled by Remulé. Throws to first. The game is over. And the Pirates have won it. I'll say goodbye now to everybody. Stay well out there wherever you may be. I've enjoyed the relationship with you.
Well, that's really nice, Sid.
What'd you think I was going to do?
Well, you know what I thought you were going to do, you bastard.
I've got a never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd have a never-ending love for you. Imus in the morning.
We're talking with time in a federal prison in Fort Dix, New Jersey.
We're well aware. He married a 6'5" Muslim black guy in prison. Are you kidding me?
Thanks to you, DePietro, you skunk.
I will be working in the land of John Kerry. Buddy is working in a federal prison library.
Oh,
while I interview people who are smart and hip, the mayor is behind Bubba with a lubricated dipstick.
You jerk.
While Boston becomes my new home, Mayor Cianci will be with his prison roommates, New Sean and Jerome. While I plan a radio Boston hoax, Buddy will be greasing prison guards for jailhouse smokes.
You know, you keep this up, you could blow the job in a dozen. This is so lame.
Quit while you're ahead.
Hold on. Well, I will hang with Teresa and tell people to shove it. Buddy will shower with 12 men and absolutely love it.
You aren't such a...
What? Well, I will make money.
This is just stupid.
It's almost over. Well, I will make money and attract Boston chicks. Mayor Cianci remains the Prince of Dicks.
You are a horrid human being.
Well, I wanted to thank you. You were the one that gave me the chance to come on.
He's giving you a job?
That gave me some exposure.
This is unbelievable.
Oh, my God.
Thank God.
Floating face down in Boston Harbor.
Thank God. Thank God the folks at HJJ are getting rid of you.
Not at all. It's a sad day here in the Renaissance Center.
It's not a sad day at the great 920 will easily fill your position.
Well, we'll see about that, I mean.
Sammy the Bull Gravano, if he's not dead, we can get him to fill in for you.
Providence's loss is Boston's gain.
Oh, please.
You are such a delusional,
I
backstabbing
wanted to
skunk.
call
Good
you
Lord,
and thank you
whale
for
duty.
allowing me on your program and giving me that chance to gain
Thanks
a little
a lot.
more exposure.
Yeah,
Buddy
thanks.
thanks you.
My buddy thanks I
Yeah.
thank you, you skunk.
Buddy thinks it's great. He's going to tune in.
Oh, you don't feel that way.
Congratulations, and you go to hell.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Los Angeles, California, the Storm.
Come on, baby. I love this record.
I'll keep you wild on the road, you hand upon the wheel. I'll keep you wild on the road, you hand upon the wheel. Come to the road, that's gonna have a good time. Yeah, the back of the road has got some fun to love. Out the back of the road has got some fun to love. Just for the people like to go down slow. Let it roll, let it roll. Let it roll, let it roll. Let it roll, let it roll. Let it roll. All night long. Yeah, bam, come on. Imus in the morning.
Attention Toyota buyers. What you're about to hear may save you a lot of trouble. It certainly will save you a lot of money. At Toyota of Westport, we guarantee in writing that we'll have your best price on your next Toyota, or we'll give you $500. That's it. No games, no gimmicks, no kidding. Michael Crabtree's Toyota of Westport always has the guaranteed lowest price. Are you listening, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts? Shop wherever you want. But when you want to save the most money, buy from Michael Crabtree's Toyota of Westport on Route 1. Take exit 18 off 95. Or call toll-free 1-866-336-8000. That's 866-336-8000. The guaranteed lowest price, or you get $500. Michael Crabtree's Toyota of Westport, the best place to buy your Toyota. Exact vehicle in stock, advertised in Connecticut newspaper and current calendar month. Excludes Prius and Sienna plus tax registration and dock fee. Previous and all deals final.
What happened to you? You look different. I had the Diamond Vision Miracle. The Diamond Vision Miracle? What's that? Now I can see 20/20 without glasses or contact lenses. I bet that's a relief. A relief? It's a huge life change. It's a miracle.
It's time for you to be free of glasses and contact lenses through the miracle of bladeless LASIK from Diamond Vision. Diamond Vision is the #1 LASIK practice in the tri-state area with 6 convenient locations. And with customized bladeless LASIK, you can have sharper day and night vision than ever before. In fact, Diamond Vision has performed more custom view bladeless procedures than any other practice in the tri-state area. And they were the first center to teach the state of the...
You there too? In Rio Rancho? Did he buy property there like 20 years ago?
I have no idea.
Oh, I thought I heard something about that too.
But you had to sign a loyalty oath, or you couldn't get in to see him.
Right. Well, I heard that this morning. I mean, that's just absurd, but absolutely absurd. So have you signed it?
Well, no, I didn't go see him.
Oh.
I don't know what I signed it. I mean, that's crazy.
What if you refuse to sign it, I wonder? You
Well, then
say,
you
I'm not going to sign it,
Then you couldn't get in.
no matter who you were? No matter how much he might need to talk to you and do business with you, or
Well, I think if you probably were
scheming with
somebody
you? Be scheming with you? You know, all these schemes he has going?
Well, no, I don't think we need to disparage the vice president, do you, on this program?
Well, what program would I disparage him on?
Yeah, that's an interesting point. Anyway, well,
You know,
what, Charles?
Riley
I-
factor.
Yeah.
I can't wait till Maureen. Maureen Dowd is on tomorrow, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah. I love her. She's I saw her during the Democratic convention.
She looked like she was making a hostage tape.
Yeah, but you know, I thought about it after, And if you read all the fashion magazines, which I know you don't, her look right now is very stylish, and it's very...
Like a bag lady?
No,
Yeah, she looks good.
She's got it going on. You know what? Because at least for this season, all the magazines, what they're telling you that's out on the runway is that, like, your hair shouldn't look like you've put any effort into it.
Like yours.
Kind of, well, like mine right now. Like you just throw it up or throw it back, and you know you're not into wearing a lot of makeup, and she had that look going on. So she's happening. I love her.
No, we want our women to look good.
Well, she still looks good.
We want our women to keep it tight.
Yeah, I mean,
but they don't have to put on all kinds of paint and everything.
No. I thought it was timely.
What, Charles? I said they don't have to do anything, really. I mean, if you look good, if you have a fresh, natural look, I like that very much.
That's not what you said, though.
A fresh, natural look is an achieved look, though.
You said you wanted...
Yes, it is.
All the looks are.
No,
I
Charles,
see.
Charles,
So-
you said you wanted them to look hosable.
Well, I said I didn't think they had to go to great lengths in all cases in order to appear that way.
Oh, I see.
But I thought she has it going on.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
It's the smell that really makes a difference, though.
Pardon me?
A woman has to smell nice.
So even if she's completely physically unattractive to you.
Right.
I mean, in every way possible.
Well,
but
she
she
smells
smells
like
good, then you would hose her.
Let me put it this way.
Excuse me?
She's
What
got
did
a
you
better
say?
chance.
Mrs. Coleman Imus.
She's got a better chance than the woman who is absolutely perfect, and you walk past her, and she smells like when you drive by the Fulton Fish Market on the South Street Seaport. She's got a better chance.
Wow.
Yeah.
So okay, let me ask you
You
this.
can always hold your nose. I mean, come on.
Generating.
Sid?
No, I have bad news. Apparently, Victoria Gotti called and is not all that happy with Michelle's critique of her program, the Growing Up Gotti on A&E.
Well, who can blame her?
Is it already airing? Because I saw that. I read something about that in the New York Times.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Good show.
Excellent
It's
program.
got to be good.
Yep.
No, it's got to be great,
It's
don't
got,
you think?
yeah, just the whole, because of who they are.
Sure.
And I
it's
saw the
fascinating.
picture with she and her, is it her brothers or her sons? Or
Her sons.
Her sons.
They're,
Michelle and Bernard.
It's obnoxious. It's obscene. They're celebrating blood money, and the kids are snotty, punk-looking types.
They're typical
Yeah, but
kids.
that's
Typical
reality
Long Island
TV.
punks.
Teenagers.
Bernard, that's reality TV.
Yeah,
Bernard
but
showing
now,
some
now
guts
you're gonna have America trying to emulate that kind of thing, and it's just it's very annoying.
They're cute kids. She's a good
Do I
one.
want my daughter bringing home one of these greasy-haired monkeys?
She's holding it
on
together.
a date.
Do you want to
Absolutely not.
discuss it? Do you want to discuss this? Well, of course, I didn't see it, so I have no idea. But
Well, you know, you see the promos and the news accounts.
Well, I
and you've
saw
seen
the
enough.
show. I saw the show, and the kids were well behaved. They're nice kids.
They were cursing up a storm.
Oh,
They-
one time.
Don't
Come on.
misrepresent it.
They're teens.
Also, Victoria
in front of their
Gotti,
moms.
I recall she has the same veterinarian that you and I do for Collins. I do know
By the
that.
way, it's growing
I
up.
don't think you want to talk about our connection to the Gotti family here on the radio, do you?
That's
I mean,
not a
maybe you'd like to be quiet.
That's not a connection.
Why don't you go up to the house
How-
and then feed the animals?
How
or
is
something?
that a Gotti connection? Because we have the same veterinarian.
It's not. I don't. But I don't know.
Marrying to the stars. Come on, we know that.
whatever.
Sure.
Anyway,
Because I had made a mafia joke at the veterinarian office once,
shut
and they
up.
told me to shut up.
I'm telling you to shut up.
What?
Yeah.
That veterinarian treats fishes? Is that the deal, or what is it?
Well, no, but somebody had tied a concrete brick to
They
Collins.
get a lot of horse heads.
No. You were such an idiot. Well, I mean, we just don't need this.
It's terrific.
I'm sure Victoria is fine. She has a column also, doesn't she, in the
Yeah,
Post
sure.
of the News?
She writes novels. So a woman's brilliant.
You know,
Absolutely brilliant.
How did she accomplish all this stuff?
Because she's a good-looking, smart, aggressive young woman. That's
She
why.
was the son of a
She's
mafia
smart
thug.
and well informed.
I wonder if she
was the
smells
daughter,
good.
excuse me.
She does smell good. And you're a tough talker now because he died. If John was still alive, Bernie, you wouldn't be saying this type
No,
of
listen, God bless them. They can live their lives.
God bless 'em.
A&E doesn't have to
stuff.
celebrate
You just
this
called
crap.
his grandchildren a bunch of punks.
No, I didn't. I said they appear to be that way. I didn't see the show.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Bernard.
Hey, Bernard. You know what I'd like you to do?
What's
Book Victoria Gotti for the program, would you please?
And she can fight with Michelle.
Well, no, I think we're going to play this tape back for her of your comments.
Yep.
I don't think we are. I don't think that tape's going to exist.
You're a bigger weasel than I am. Well, no, that's not true. Pretty close.
Not exactly a profile in courage here this morning.
By who?
Well,
by you guys.
Well, I got a lot of money
What
on
about
the,
you?
I got a lot of money on the street. I'm hoping maybe she can have this thing canceled out if I keep talking good about the show.
Well, the only problem, the only reason I never had any problem with John Gotti is, or any mobster for that matter, if that's what he was, is that.
That's
oh my
pretty
God.
disparaging.
I
mean,
know.
even the
You're
suggestion.
actually scaring me right now.
No, the point is that they bumped one another off. I mean, I understand they had their problems, and they might have done some things. But I mean, somebody's got to bring their tomatoes into New York. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Of course.
Yeah, but they're not organic tomatoes, so it is a
Don't
problem.
worry about it.
They're the best tomatoes
I've talked to
on
Bo
the
about it. I
planet.
mean, it's a problem.
Bo's a moron.
Excellent.
Don't. Al will bring in any kind of tomatoes you want.
Only very good ones.
Yeah.
Well, why would someone choose to eat a pesticide-ridden tomato that's genetically modified
Oh, my God.
when you can have an organic one that hasn't been?
Why don't you talk to Al Tomatoes about this?
Well, do I have to sign one of those loyalty agreements?
No, I imagine Al could get you organic tomatoes, but it's going to have to be Al. It's not going to be somebody else. Not going to be one of your tofu people who you know. Anyway, well, this has gone way off the track here, so
it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Let's get back to Maureen Dowd.
Yeah. Well, we'd like to do the news, honey.
Oh, okay.
Here's Chuck with the news. Come on,
back
Charles.
of her.
Guys, Jesus, you pig. This is in front of my wife, and my wife's only 40, so she hasn't heard these things.
40? I'm getting up there. 40's very mature.
That's what he was saying earlier this morning.
Very
That's what I was
mature
saying this
woman.
morning, yeah.
I'm a very mature woman.
I hear that. I hear it. So.
But these days, today's 40 is yesterday's 30.
Absolutely.
And Deirdre and Maureen Dowd are living proof.
Yep.
How old is Maureen Dowd?
She's got to be 50.
Oh.
What? Doesn't she? Or maybe not.
Pushing it anyway.
Pushing 50.
God, really?
She's been around a while.
What's the matter, Charles? You
Well,
act
I
like
just didn't.
that's like...
She doesn't look that.
First of all, this
She looks fabulous then.
Because she got some miles on her.
the whole thing with age is ridiculous. I mean, people should be happy that they're living another year, you know?
She's dating that mushroom-eating communist that produced the West Wing. What's his name? Aaron Sorkin?
We don't know that. We don't know who she's dating.
Is that the guy that gets...
No, that's pretty much conventional wisdom.
Is that the guy that gets...
That's none of our business anyway, her personal life.
Why were you trying to get her
Since
hooked
when?
up with that FBI guy you had on yesterday?
Christopher Whitcomb?
Yeah, Chris.
Because I like him.
So you like him, so therefore you want him to be with Maureen Dowd?
Well, yeah, I like Maureen Dowd.
Okay, well, I
They
just
make
don't
a nice
get that.
couple.
Make a nice couple.
Well, he's married, he said.
Well, yeah, I don't want to
yeah.
give my... Well, yeah, I
So
didn't
why
know
would you
that.
want to be a homewrecker?
No, I didn't know that he was married.
It'd be terrific. Maureen Dowd and a right-wing assassin. I can think of nothing better.
15 after the hour.
James and Mary.
I got up early this morning so I could walk the floor. I got to hit the street 'cause there's a wolf outside my door. The bill collector's calling and my kids need better shoes. Gonna go to church on Sunday 'cause I got nothing left to lose. And it's a good day. It's a real good day for the blues. Imus in the morning.
All right, people, we need new computers, and they're pretty expensive.
Daoudi. Really?
She does not possess giant copper presses.
Currently, alert level is at orange. Fears of truck bombs abounding.
Coming up, your chance to win tickets to see Alibaba Dylan and Ali Nelson in concert.
Oh, please.
You can obtain these merely by providing impression of either of these Iraqi music stars here.
You are just, I am wanting to drive a truck bomb into you.
Here now on the Hamas in the Morning program, columnist for New Yemeni Times, her new book, Bin Laden World, published by Salam and Schuster. Please welcome Miss Morena Daoudi. Good morning, Miss Daoudi.
Good morning to you, Sahib.
Can you do impression of Ali Baba Dylan?
No, but she looks like she's got him and Ali Nelson hanging from under her armpits.
No,
you know what I mean? Look at that.
no, you can't. No.
what a mess
Miss
under there,
Daoudi,
you know.
I am apologizing for insensitive remark of Hamas producer Bundi.
Please, no apology necessary. I am aware of Bundy's jealousy in such sensitive matters of hair follicles.
Oh, that's funny. That's really good.
23 minutes after the hour, and I am Hamas in the morning. Is she still on phone?
No, of course not. Not after that
We
comment.
lost her.
Get her back on phone,
All
Booty. Hello, let's do some spots.
All right,
I
here's
got to
Terry.
retrain my
That'll be fine. Get off my phone. Or whatever.
So funny, that.
23 till the hour here. The I'm just waiting. Not bad. Here's Terry from Birmingham, Alabama.
Hi,
What's
Imus.
happening, baby?
Hi, I love you. I love your show. I'm
I love me
preparing
too.
Listen, I went to see Willie Nelson out in Sundance. Robert Redford had him out there. This was probably 78, 79. And he was going to wear a hat for me and let me take a picture of him. And when I threw the hat up on stage, right as he started to get the hat, they had some sound problems. And so he wasn't able to get the hat. And I looked back in the audience, and my boyfriend was like, you better get up on the stage and get my hat back. And so the next thing I knew, he got up behind me, he set me up on the stage, and I was going to get the hat. And about the time I hit the stage, the policemen came from each side of the stage, and I wasn't trying to get to Willie, just the hat, and they picked me up and they threw me out into the crowd. And Willie was really upset because he didn't want me, thrown out into the stage.
Sure.
And so they, people were grabbing the hat, and they weren't giving me my hat, and he had to stop playing and say, give her her hat.
Yeah.
So I've always wanted a chance to get to see him and, get that picture with the hat.
Stay the hell off the stage, okay, lady?
And my son is named after Bob Dylan.
Pardon me?
My son is named after Bob Dylan. And I also want
Was
to
his
help...
name Bob or Dylan?
Dylan.
Okay.
And I also want to help you. I've been trying to figure out a way to get to you to let you know you were asking a while back to get some help with the distribution of your products that help, your ranch.
Yes.
And I really would like to do that for you here in the Southeast.
Good.
So if, you'll put me on with somebody that will tell me how I can do that when we get off the air, that'd be great.
Here's what Bernard is going to do.
Okay.
You hang on.
All right.
And Bernard is going to give you the telephone number of Robert Andrews.
Okay.
And you call Robert.
All right.
And once you stop crying, because Robert's makes people cry, tell him what you want to do, and he might work something out with you.
Well, he won't make me cry. I think it's for a great... I just started watching you in the last year.
Yeah.
And I think what you do is wonderful. And happy birthday to Deirdre, by the way. What you guys do is wonderful. And I really would like to help with this effort. My mother and I have we work in the business of distributing, and we put a lot of products on the market.
Terry, I'm
Where's
begging
the Gotti when you need him?
Terry, you can talk to Robert about this. You're
All
killing
right,
me.
great.
Hey, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What kind of hat was it?
A cowboy hat.
Who made it?
I'm not sure. This was like in 78, 79.
Was it a resistol?
I don't know what it was.
Why don't you wear no kind of cowboy hat but a resistol?
A resistol. I got you.
Now, that's the only cowboy hat on the planet that's worth wearing.
All right.
You need a new hat.
Huh?
Do you need a new?
I do. I need a new hat. If I get to go see him, I'll get a new hat from the picture.
Well, here's what you do.
All right.
You call the Man's Hat Shop in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Ask for Stewart.
Stewart?
And tell Stewart that you want him to sell you a new resistol hat.
All right.
And call Robert, and God bless you, ma'am.
Thank you. God bless you, Imus.
Yeah.
Bye.
19 till the hour here on the Imus and Wayne program. What's the matter, Charles?
What the heck was all of that?
Well, I find it interesting. She says, we're kind of in the business. We're a little distribution.
Don't worry about it.
Is she a distributor or not a distributor?
Just ixnay on the
distribution
day deal.
Distribution.
Just
Worry about the repossessed trailer.
My mother-in-law, we kind of do the distribution.
I don't think we need to disparage the lady from Birmingham.
I'm not disparaging. I mean, it just...
Doesn't Delbert McClinton have a song about Birmingham? Yes, he does.
Yeah. Yeah, one of his favorites.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know about
Long,
you guys.
long.
You ever have sex with a woman from Alabama?
Pardon me?
Have you ever had sex with a woman from Alabama?
I got my teeth stuck in her armpit hair.
Oh, come on, you
No,
guys.
that's a French woman.
I was flossing. Chaka, stop him, Chaka.
What the hell is the matter with
Bernard
you,
had her
Sid?
upside down and didn't even know
Oh,
it.
God. Oh, that was a good one.
Jesus.
Never heard that one.
What a pig.
Hello, Walt. How'd things go for you today? Don't you miss her? Since she up and walked away. And I'll bet you dread to spend another lonely night with me. But lonely walls, I'll keep you company. Imus in the morning.
What does it take to make the perfect martini? Crystal clear ice.
In Jersey, eastbound Route 3, heavy traffic from the Garden State Parkway to the Jersey Turnpike. Police
Speaking of
activity.
highways.
I'm into the morning forecast, cloudy skies, but then mostly sunny today. 76 in Central Park, and I'm Tracy Burgess with Alexis Van Highway Patrol.
It is 12 minutes to the hour here on the Imus Morning program. We're just talking with Tracy Burgess while she was trying to do her...
See, most women lie about their age. I mean, that's a fact.
Right.
I don't lie about my age.
Neither do I.
So,
You look
you
fabulous.
don't?
Not at
Because
all.
When you said 44, it's like
No, I'm
women
gonna-
always like will lie.
No, I'm
you
going
know?
to be 44. I'm actually 43, but I put it right out there in front.
Nice.
Yes, you do.
Yes, sir. I'd like to have.
Front and
I'd
center.
like to apply for Easy Pass.
Well, that's good.
Well,
let you get
that's-
into the tunnel, baby.
Shut up.
Wait a
God,
minute.
you guys are filthy.
No, I think Deirdre's right. Age is not really a factor anymore. It's,
You're right.
it's the way you feel, it's the way you take care of yourself.
Sure.
Oh,
also-
hey,
well-
Tracy, I think your desk is on fire in the newsroom.
Okay. See you,
Here on
John.
line 4 is Mark from Kingston, New York. Good morning, Mark.
Don,
Yeah.
enough of Teresa, please.
It's Teresa.
Teresa, I got $50 that says this has got Bagala and Carvel all over it. That her people or her contacted Deirdre, and it wasn't the other way around. That's how you become friends.
The what now?
I'm saying that's Carvel and Bagala.
Carvel and Bagala what?
Set the whole thing up.
So what?
Where you guys become friends.
Oh, no, you're an idiot.
For who to be friends?
Okay, Don.
I knew John Kerry years before I knew
Absolutely,
Paul Bagala or
absolutely
James
did.
Carville.
But have you noticed since he was got the nomination, they've stopped talking about Enron? Have you noticed that?
Oh,
who was on her
Why
board
don't
of
you go out and
directors for
start your
charity?
Volvo and work in your garden, you fruit? You're on line 3.
And have a good day.
That ain't right. Have a nice day.
Oh, my God. You fruit.
More on MSNBC coming up.
Here's Dennis of Puerto Rico on line 2. What's up, homie?
What up, cowboy?
Yeah.
What it look like, dog?
Oh, well, you know.
Yo, that guy doesn't realize, John Kerry when you guys were doing the Munsters together, remember?
That's right.
Come on, I man. You don't know now. I know, and you lie about your age. You say you're 64. You're about 84. Come on, bro. Happy birthday, Deirdre.
Thank you, Dennis.
You're welcome. What did Iron Man get you? Magic Tea Party set?
You got a new S&M Barbie doll.
Hey, listen, Iron Man.
Yeah.
You know what Princess Diana learned before she died, bro?
What?
You know what Princess Diana learned before she died?
Oh, come on here.
No, I'm serious.
What?
That every rule is not inches, bro.
Say it again. Oh, you are just that what?
What?
That every rule is not 12 inches. Clean your ears out.
Well, no, but you're mumbling because, you probably got a joint the size of a burrito in your mouth.
Exactly. Plus a cell phone. That hillbilly kept me on for like 10 minutes. That lady that was on lithium.
Yeah.
The one that her son was Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my penis is named after Willie.
You are such an idiot. Get off my phone.
He stole a cell phone, clearly.
You can't be naming your penis
And
after
that
Willie
ruler's
Nelson.
probably about 3 inches, isn't it?
That'll be fine, Dad. We don't need to hear
What?
scummy input here. And for his final report, sports report of the morning, here is, speaking of lowlifes, this is Sid Rosenberg.
I don't understand it.
Bernard is right.
About what?
Well, Bernard and Michelle, the only ones that showed any onions on this whole Victoria Gotti thing.
No, that's not onions. That's just their opinion. That's not their opinion. I saw the show. I saw both shows. I watched both. There were 2 episodes.
Yeah, but Sid, I've seen you. Like, you'll say all this, crap about people.
Right.
No, he's praising her.
No, but then when he sees people in person, it's like, oh, hi, you look beautiful. Hey, I love you.
But he's saying that on the air about Victoria Gotti.
Yeah. I love Victoria Gotti.
He's not disparaging her
No, not at all.
as Bernard
No,
and Michelle
I'm not
are.
disparaging
let's
her.
put it
I'm
this
just
way.
calling it accurately.
Let me put it this way. My daughter Ava, who I love to death, will be 4 months old on Saturday. I'd have no problem if she married one of Victoria Gotti's boys.
You really have a big debt with the Gambino family, don't you?
Oh, you must have so much money on the street that it's ridiculous.
I don't even get that, Sid.
I would do it. I'd be okay with it.
He's just he's a sycophant in athletics and in entertainment, everything. You name it.
It's not true. I'm very critical of a lot of people, actually, but in this case, I thought the show was very good. I thought she was very good, and I think she has nice kids. Boys are nice guys. Good-looking kids.
And you would let your daughter date a boy like that?
Absolutely.
I would rather have my daughter date Dennis Rodman than one of those little jerks.
Oh, well, why? Your daughter can't date a black man? Is that what you're saying?
What he's saying. That's exactly what he's saying. That's exactly what he's saying.
Absolutely not. I mean, a black man like Dennis Rodman is the, standard.
No, I don't think that's exactly what you meant.
She brought home David Robinson, the Admiral.
Yeah.
I'd be saluting like John Kerry at the beginning of the Democratic Convention.
Oh, I hope you'd be saluting a little more snappy than that.
Reporting for duty.
Well, color means nothing to me. I use Dennis Rodman because he's a filthy, pierced, tattooed...
disease-carrying...
He's in his own category.
Thank you.
I mean, he's just a complete degenerate.
Yeah, well...
He's a pretty bright guy.
Dennis, what are you reading over there, Dennis?
Honest to God, Charles, I mean, what has happened
Charles.
to you?
I'm interviewed recently. I was kind of impressed with Mr.
Could we
Rodman.
have a sports report, Sid?
Yeah, Bob Murphy's dead.
No. Yeah. Yes, I understand that. Yeah.
Terrible thing.
Well, I'm not going to say anything else after that. I mean, that's usually when the screen fades to black, and that's the end of the show.
That was a nice tribute. Who put that together this
I
morning?
did.
By the way...
I did. I actually, it's funny because last night when I found out Bob Murphy died, I called the radio station, and I spoke to Schweibacher or somebody.
Stop.
And I said, listen, give me a...
Let Bernard talk.
That tribute aired last night. Somebody here at the station put it together. I believe it was Paul back in production. And it aired on the Steve Summers show. And Sid just replayed it this morning. Did nothing.
That's shocking.
Is that right, Sid?
That wasn't your deal?
That
had nothing whatsoever to do with it.
Oh.
That's not entirely right.
You didn't put that together? Paul put that together?
Yeah. I didn't put it together. No. I had nothing to do with it.
Because
I had my own tribute. I had my own tribute.
Yeah.
Can I play that now?
Probably stopped by Chernoff from doing it, weren't you?
Well,
or he deleted it from his file.
Because I did have my own tribute I was going to play, but they decided that Paul's was a little nicer.
Yeah.
No wonder you like the
There was
show.
less phlegm in Paul's.
Growing up snotty.
Oh, God, you are such a jerk. Intimidating snake on the planet.
War and all that stuff. You have to read this.
And remember, unfortunately, which I was irritated with her about, she also hammered my guy, and she won a Pulitzer Prize for hammering Clinton, so it doesn't appear to be an agenda here, although I noticed in the acknowledgement she didn't thank one Republican, but except her mom. Her sister, who are upset with her. It's a great book. It's an education. It's a book, and here's another thing about it. You just put it by the side of bed or wherever you are, and you read a little bit, read a few columns, and skip around. They're all organized cleverly. Go to Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com. I mean, you would just
do yourself a favor.
Bushworld, published by Putnam, Maureen Dowd. Well, you already get it at a discount. Do you know that, Chuck?
I'm sure.
Yeah. Because all these bestsellers, which I've never understood. Well, it just indicates the thieves in book publishing who rival the crooks in the record business. When they can discount when these retailers can discount these books 30% and still make a killing. You know?
Of course.
8 minutes after the hour. Well, first let's go to the White House correspondent for NBC News, the other one. Not Gregory, but O'Donnell, Nora O'Donnell. She's in Columbus, Ohio. What an appropriate song to play out of that.
I pulled into Nazareth, was feeling about half-past dead. I just need some place where I can lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned and shook my hand. No was all he said. Take a load off, Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off, Fanny. And you put the load right on me. Imus in the morning.
I got some scratch marks on my back, too, I'll tell you what.
25 after the hour here on the Imus in the Morning program.
Hey, Mo, that was nice, thanks.
Oh, brother. That is just...
So it's sad, all
It is sad.
You want a free hustler pass? Here.
I'd be so desperate.
Oh, God.
Take her over to Larry Flint's club, get her a lap dance. He actually, but then I guarantee he would propose that.
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, I got the extra card. You didn't want yours. So I'd be happy to give it to Maureen Dowd. Absolutely. I'll tell you what, though, all kidding aside, she's a very, very attractive woman and very, very bright.
She is.
Yes, very sexy.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why she was nervous. I mean, we obviously like her, and it really is. Ordinarily, these collections of columns are just a cheap way to, and they all do it, you know, and all of our friends do it.
Yeah, just smack together a book.
Yeah, and it's just a cheesy way to pick up some books, but that's not the case with this book for the reasons that Bernard has articulated rather elegantly for the past day or two.
All you right-wing talk radio zombies out there.
Yeah.
Of course, she did
want to do the right thing, but are just ignorant.
Exactly.
Of course, she did steal the title from a Janet Jameson movie that I rented once in New Hampshire, Bushworld.
Oh, Jesus God Almighty! There's no way. There isn't any way to. I don't know. I mean, to euthanize you would be.
Too quick.
Waste of chemicals.
Yeah. Good point, Lou. Too quick.
Jeez.
So, anyway, Bushworld.
Great book, Maureen, but you stole the title, I think.
It's just coincidental. I saw a movie called that.
Bushworld from.
You want a free copy? I got one for you.
Maureen Dowd, published by Putnam. So. That's a cute cover, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who's that cartoonist who did that? Pat Oliphant? Or
Yes,
what?
Oliphant. Yep.
It's pretty cool. Well, good for her. I like her.
I can show you the jacket cover of the movie that I saw.
I don't think we want to see that.
That's cute, too, right?
Stains and all.
It's a kid.
By the way, my wife, I apologize for my repulsive wife yesterday, too.
Who drew that one?
God almighty. I mean, we don't need Bernard. I mean, she went where they wouldn't go.
She was great.
It's not an act, by the way. That's
real.
No, that's it. 24/7.
Reality show. You saw one.
That's 24/7. That's what that is. So, well, I'm very happy to report that the kids here at the ranch, who I was enormously annoyed with, have done a complete 180, and I mean all of them. And they've been great. And they you know, it's hard to learn how to. Anybody can get on a horse. It's very difficult to learn how to ride a horse properly, a cow horse. And to learn how to take care of them, and to clean their hooves, and you know, Donnie and Young taught them how to rope yesterday, and you know, there's a pretty good roper is Wyatt.
Well, very good.
Like the kid 6 years old, and the way he handles the rope is unbelievable. But the kid, well, so I'm happy for him, and it's just another example of why this ranch is a good idea. Even though it's just I can't do it anymore. I can't do it.
Oh, please.
I just can't wait to get back to New York.
Come on.
So, anyway, 28 after the hour. What's the latest on this Kobe Bryant thing? Can you be serious? Let Charles report it first.
Well,
I said you reported that.
Well, he's walking. I mean, it's as simple as that. He's going to walk. And right now, they are in talks behind closed doors trying to figure out a way to settle this thing. There may be a civil lawsuit before it's all said and done, but these criminal charges at this point have been, it's almost preposterous.
That's not walking, though.
Well,
it is being adjudicated, and something's going to come out of it.
Is O.J. Simpson playing godfully after murdering 2 people? That's walking. That is walking. I mean, you have to come up with a couple of bucks to shut this broad up, but at the end of the day, he's going to be able to play basketball and live his life, make millions and millions of dollars.
But your suggestion that there's nothing here, nothing at all, cannot be supported by the facts of the case.
Yeah.
Well, that's just the facts. Don't let that get in the way here, Charles. He's walking.
It's going to cost him. I mean, he's got enough money to take care of it, but I don't know.
But everybody had him dead and buried. All you guys had him finished. Black guy, basketball player. He must have raped this white girl. Had to be. Nancy Grace spewing her garbage on this program a couple of times. And how does it turn out? Now you all look silly, don't you? And who was the one guy from day one who said there's no way he raped this girl? The one guy. Who was he?
Me.
Was it you?
No, but as we said earlier, the first 6 inches was consensual.
Oh, no, that's enough.
Probably not. She, you know, she went so far, and she didn't want to go any further.
And she said no.
Screaming in pain, and then she was upset, and so there was something there.
Well, so what you're essentially saying, Sid, is that this was her fault, right?
Yes, in essence, yes.
No,
exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, yes, yeah.
But she was looking for what, a little brown sugar?
You got it, baby.
You are such a pig. I hope you get bugs on you at Larry's Club. All right, Stones.
Whether it's fair or...
City line. Midtown Tunnel delays of 10 minutes at the inbound Lincoln, 25. Holland has 15-minute delays, and at the inbound George, 15-minute delays from 8095 Express. Imus in the morning forecast. Clouds this afternoon, maybe a shower this morning. 67 degrees in Central Park. I'm Tracy Burgess with the Lexus Fan Highway Patrol.
Andy Rooney's looking at balls and chains. Andy?
And not just any balls and chains. Today, I'm focusing on just a couple. Ball and chain number 1. Clamped to the ankle of the current president of the United States. And ball and chain number 1 wannabe, the condiment queen shackled to the lower leg of the Democrat who's trying to ace the current president out of a job. Yes, we look today at Laura Lane Welch Bush, Stepford wife and 43rd First Lady of the United States. And the individual who's trying to ace her out of a job, Maria Teresa Thierstein Samoa's Faria Hines Carey. A name which must represent every one of the 5 languages she speaks, including, of course, the language I'd wager John wishes she didn't speak, English. Jesus, these 2 gals do have their quirks, don't they? Of course, the quirk most associated with Laura Bush would be, right, her husband. President George, actually I voted against the 9/11 Commission before I voted for it, Bush. Just who is the flip-flopper? Anyway, he's her cross to bear. Not that Laura's immune from saying some pretty lame stuff, like when busting the booze bottle across the bow of the USS Texas, a new nuke sub the other day.
May all who board her be forever blessed, and may all who encounter her upon the seas remember, don't mess with Texas.
Ye gods, you might be a redneck if you actually say things like, don't mess with Texas. Or you're just stupid. But, to be fair, Ms. Laura's descent into nitwit speak pales in comparison to the woman who must make John Kerry cringe in blackest Stephen King dread every time she gets within 15 feet of a microphone. Yes, Teresa. First, that shove it remark, and then to further endear herself as potential First Lady material, a few days later, she responded to a guy, inexplicably, who'd hollered 4 more years at her as he hoisted a Bush-Cheney placard.
They want 4 more years of hell.
Oh, that's First Lady-like. Anything else, Terry?
3 more months. 3 more months. 3 more months. 3 more months.
Excuse me, but that's a mental case. Do you think the committee to re-elect Bush-Cheney's paying her under the table? I don't know, but I close with a twist of a familiar maxim that seems to fit. With enemies like her, who needs friends? Sad.
Well, that may be the case, whatever. For some reason, somebody forwarded me some emails concerning the appearance of Miss Dowd this morning.
Yeah.
Here's one. In case Miss Dowd is interested, there are still communists in Cuba and China who she can hang around with in her spare time. She is a horrible liar, and nothing that she is saying is true. Our alliances are strong with Great Britain and Russia. Our alliance with France has been suspect for 30 years. Anyone who reads the paper knows that Russia, Germany, and France did not support the war because of their financial relationships with Iraq, not based on the merits of the war. The world is safer without a dictator in Iraq who hates America and attempted to assassinate our former presidents. Intelligence is not simply measured by the size of your vocabulary. Miss Dowd needs to do some more research and not make decisions based on her emotional attachment to the issues. Oh, yeah? That's where we are there. 27 after the hour.
There's your ignorant right-wing talk radio zombie. Email in the IMAD.
Yeah, bunch of them. Sparacy, Marine Dowd 4-hour infomercial, that kind of thing. So, well. Here's Sid with sports. Morning, Sid.
Speaking of zombies.
Where's the outrage? Where is the outrage? That's my question.
The outrage over what?
Over one coach who up to this point has been adorned and worshipped, put on a level way too high for a football coach. And I'm talking about Mike Francesa's good friend and the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Bill Parcells.
This better not be anything negative about my friend Bill Parcells.
No.
Okay.
It was just that years ago when the Giants were winning Super Bowls, and my friend, that's legitimate, Lawrence Taylor, was snorting half a Peru. It was okay. But Quincy Carter has a couple of failed drug tests, the young quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, and he gets cut yesterday, whacked, a couple of days into training camp.
Maybe it had something to do with that he was a lousy quarterback.
See, that's the way some people are going to look at it, but that's idiotic. That's stupid. You get Lawrence Taylor sticks around for years and years and years and years, and poor Quincy Carter is done. I mean, the truth is, I watched Monday Night Countdown on ESPN Monday night, and Bill Parcells was saying that Quincy Carter, if the season started today, would be the starting quarterback. He's got a leg up on Vinny Testaverde. And 2 days later, the kid gets cut.
Yeah.
For doing a couple lines.
Vinny must have been able to complete some passes in practice to Keyshawn.
Well,
that's what it sounds like to me.
Well, those are possibilities, but...
Yeah.
Racism.
But how about the hypocrisy, all that stuff,
Yeah.
Exactly.
We know about the chink reference he made.
That's the jabs, the chinks.
Jab plays.
Yep.
Oh, you guys are just idiots.
No question.
I remember.
Goes with the white Italian quarterback.
Right. We don't want any black quarterbacks in the game. There's
Get
too
the
many
Sparks
already.
out. He's out.
Oh,
Sparks is
jeez.
out. Yeah.
We got that kid in Atlanta. He's too dominating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're
Michael
right. That's
Vick.
what it is.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, God. Well, good story, Sid.
Thanks.
Great you were able to get to the bottom of this.
Another jab play by Parcells right there.
Well,
Quincy Carter out.
That's great.
Yep.
That's great.
More racism with Kobe Bryant.
How'd the Yankees do? How'd the Red Sox do? How did the Cardinals do? How'd the Dodgers do?
Yeah, the Dodgers won
How'd
last night.
Atlanta do?
The Dodgers won last night.
Yeah.
The Yankees won last night.
What's
Red
the spread
Sox
there?
What was the story?
What's the spread?
You mean it's 9 games now.
Okay.
Because the Red Sox had a chance last night. They had a man on second, nobody out, and Mankiewicz singled to center field, and they sent home Dave Roberts, and he got gunned out at the plate. Whoever the third base coach is for the Red Sox should have been fired last night because they could have had first and third, nobody out, down 5-4, and instead they lost by a run to the Devil Rays.
Right.
So the Red Sox lost last night. The Mets won again last night. Royals beat the White Sox 11-0. Yeah, Indians beat the Blue Jays 14-5. How's this going?
That's enough.
Come on,
Back to Kobe Bryant now. What?
Kobe Bryant is going to get off again.
Oh, that's the opening. You pig. That's the opening bell of the New York Stock Exchange. Sponsored by Lebenthal. Can't you do something with him, Charles?
There's nothing I can do. God.
Make your day with Lebenthal's Bond of the Day. And by your Tri-State Jeep dealer. Trail-rated capability only in a Jeep 4x4. The market is down. Well, been open about a minute and a half, so it's down $3. And the NASDAQ's up $1, so $1.50. So no big deal.
All right.
Now, you were saying, Sid, what about Kobe?
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get off. This girl is just, everything's going wrong for her. And right now, the rumors are, at least, the reports that I get from my inside people, which is somewhere in the Post today, I forget, on some page, that they're talking about some type of settlement here and just make this thing go away quickly because this girl has turned out to be a total slut.
Oh, no. You know, Jesus, that's a little strong.
No, that's not strong at all.
No.
That's exactly what it's.
They found Tom Oliphant semen in her underwear, of course.
What? What did you say? What did you say?
I just read this report. They found Tom Oliphant semen in
her underwear. Just in, man.
Disproving the rumors about Tom Oliphant.
Almighty. You really are just
came across.
Sure. I'll be a witness. Sure thing. I'll be right there. Semen. Oh, Christ.
Oh, my God.
You need such help.
Oh, really? I mean, you just need...
Oh, God.
I'm not surprised. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not surprised.
What else going on?
You were dropped on your head when you were a kid like about 10 times.
The Italian Americans are aggravated this morning, too, by the way. Victoria Gotti. It's not just Michelle Salvatore.
A timeout.
Uh-oh.
Please, just hang on. Please welcome to the Imus in the Morning program, former FBI agent and former counterterrorism expert, novelist, journalist, terrorism expert for NBC News, Chris Whitcomb. Good morning, Mr. Whitcomb.
Good morning, Mr. Imus. And you got to include among that complete moron that I would call in and take the kind of abuse that I'm going to take from you right now, I'm sure.
What the hell have you done with your hair? You look like Harry Connick Jr.
I know, it's pretty horrible. Well, I think the problem is that they've always said that I had the perfect face for radio, and nobody shows your hairstyle on the radio, except yours, of course, so I've never had to worry about it. And all of a sudden I'm doing a little more television, I haven't had a chance to get a haircut.
Holy God, and you got enough, as Lou pointed out, enough product in your hair to, even if we cut off our oil supply with our oil usage in Saudi Arabia, we still keep them in business.
Well, and they also told me I should stop dyeing it gray. I should go back to my natural color.
Well, no, the gray's fine. You're a good-looking guy. If I had you hooked up with Maureen Dowd until I found out you were married, but I mean, you have zero credibility with that hair.
Well, that's pretty rough, but I guess I should get it cut. But living the writer's life as I do now, I don't have to worry much about my hair.
Man, I mean, well, when do you plan to address the hair issue?
Well, I don't know. I guess when I get around to it. To be honest with you, I spend about 0 moments in any day worrying about the way I look, so I guess I should probably cut my hair, but I just haven't got around to it.
I mean, on the other hand, you look sexy, frankly, Chris. I'm not coming on to you, but I mean, you look pretty good.
Twinkle in Amy Robach's eye when she was talking.
I mean, you know Amy's married, but I don't know if she's fanatical about it, and I don't know if you are. I hope you both are, but...
Well, I walked in this morning, and my hair looked a lot worse than it would have if I hadn't taken a bunch of water and tried to slick it down. So fortunately, I'm not driving the cost of oil up. It was simply water. But
okay.
I'll take your. I would go with your advice, my man.
As long as I have you.
Certainly take that into consideration.
Well, you look fine, by the way. Hey, as long as I have you on the phone, what do you make of this arrest deal in Albany?
Well, I'll tell you the truth of what I make because I called everybody I knew right afterwards. The truth is that they're doing everything they can. They, being federal law enforcement, is doing everything they can right now to show a presence. And every investigation they have that they can bring in, they're bringing it now. So I don't make a lot of it, to be honest with you.
Just trying to still scare us, or no?
No, look.
Something there.
Nobody's trying to scare anybody. They're trying to assist. But I always make a distinction between career professionals, the investigators and the intelligence officers and the troops in the field, and the people that are calling the shots who are politicians. Right now, terrorism is a very, very big issue, and we're seeing a lot out of Washington. But that doesn't change the way people are doing their job every day. The people who are actually doing these investigations don't pay any attention to politics. But there is a political issue. There's no question.
Well, your phone's cutting out, cutie, so we'll have you on later. Thanks. Chris Whitcomb here on the Imus-Hamas program. 36 minutes after the hour. Let's go back to Sid Rosenberg now, who is in the middle of a sports report. So what else going on, Sid? Yeah, I can see he's not there. I know he's not there.
I told you before. I told you.
What is it that I have to do? I mean, that threatening him obviously is not the answer, and I always feel bad when I do that anyway. So I decided why make myself feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. What do I have to do, Sid? I mean,
I went to the bathroom quickly while Chris was talking.
Help me here.
That's all. That's it.
Okay, that's fine. As you were saying now?
You know, the Italian Americans are also upset with Victoria Gotti, not just Michelle Salvatore, it looks like. Looks like they're going...
And Bernard McGurk.
Yeah, Bernard McGurk also. Yes, he was very...
No, I'm fine with her. I guess I'm upset with A&E for putting that crap on TV.
He said she was a dingbat, and she made all her money through blood and murder.
Yeah. I didn't quite say dingbat, but I did say the latter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was blood money.
It's blood money. They're celebrating blood money, and they are making Italians look, fairly stupid and shallow.
They say here, this one lady says the only reason A&E decided to make Victoria Gotti the star of a reality program is because she's the daughter of a man who has disgraced his family name and ethnic heritage. Tony Soprano and Victoria Gotti are not role models.
Growing up snotty. Those kids are embarrassing. But that's what America represents, and I'm embarrassed as an American, never mind an Italian American.
Maybe it's just an act for their TV.
No, absolutely not.
No way.
No, it's Long Island punks is basically what they sort of represent. They seem to represent on the surface to me.
Yeah.
And now there's like billboards all over town with the kids' pictures on it. I can't believe the thing is huge.
Huge billboard campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of numbers did it do?
Don't know.
Did very well.
Did it?
Yeah.
Extremely
very well.
Did it really?
Yes.
3.2 million viewers.
Wow.
Yeah.
For a cable channel nobody watches.
Right.
Exactly right.
For an original series that broke records, actually.
Huh. That is huge. Well.
So maybe they are role models, ladies and gentlemen.
It had killer ratings. Put it that way.
It whacked the competition.
Blew them away.
Well, that's kind of... Now we're trying too hard, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Any other sports stuff? Hey, have we heard from Mike Tyson yet?
Mike had surgery on that knee that he hurt the other day, and he is starting his rehab very soon, and he will be back in the ring. Thank God. It's not over yet for Mike.
He had surgery?
Well, yeah, I tried to tell you. The reason why he lost the other night was he ripped up his knee in the first round, and he couldn't really... He had no...
Had no wheels.
Right, he had no wheels.
Well, that's absurd. I saw the fight. He fought gallantly for the first 3 rounds.
And then eventually the knee, the wear and tear, the injury was just too much for him.
No, eventually Danny Williams got to him and knocked him out.
Well, and that too. Depends how you look at it. I looked at it a little different.
Did he have surgery, Charles?
Yes.
According to Sid.
He did.
He had arthroscopic surgery on his knee. He actually ripped his meniscus in his right knee during the first round. It's no joke.
All right.
And he's rehabbing it right now, and he will return to the ring.
Huh.
Put up his head, too.
Isn't that unbelievable? He's not done yet.
You know what they had to do? They had to do the surgery to try to save this bankruptcy. The career, exactly, and then this bankruptcy recovery program they've initiated.
You know, you're probably right. He probably never even hurt himself, but that'll be the excuse.
Right.
That's a very good job, man.
Yeah.
Pay some morally bankrupt doctor to facilitate the whole thing.
What can they find a morally bankrupt doctor?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Open a phone book.
some doctor that John Edwards put out of business, perhaps.
Rightfully so. God bless Senator Edwards. So
it's a whole other story.
But
surgery, Doc.
Morally bankrupt doctor.
Yeah.
By the way, Bernie, if you talk to either Senator Edwards or Senator Kerry's campaign people, tell them that after Senator Edwards' visit, Charles wants that. I bought Charles that Rolex for his birthday, by the way, one time, and he wants it back. So.
See, that guy who owned that monkey, by the way, did 9 years in prison for selling blow. You know him? I'm in.
When was he selling the blow?
That was the monkey.
It was,
he got out in 99. He did 10 years, so do the math.
Yeah, it was during your heyday.
I stopped doing... Go ahead.
The tail end of the I-Man's heyday.
Yeah.
I stopped doing cocaine in 83 or 4. It's been a long time. Well, it's been 20 years since I've done any blow.
Yeah.
You could very well have subsidized this guy's
Easy.
No.
criminal enterprise, and therefore contributed to this kid getting bitten.
Oh, there's no question that at some point I will be called as a character witness.
What are you saying? Oh, both of you? What are you, Charles? Are you listening to this?
I don't understand.
No, there's a link.
You're trying to connect me to the monkey bite the kid?
To the
What are
monkey
you,
kid.
nuts?
Cocaine,
To
figure
the
it out.
kid grabbing the macaque.
Right.
You son of a...
No disrespect to the Orientals, but what we call Jap plays, okay? Surprise things. And no disrespect.
Oh, of course not. That was great, Coach. Coach Bill Parcells, Dallas Cowboys. Here now. Well, they figured out a way to get rid of Quincy Carter, huh?
Apparently.
What they have? They get him on blow? Is that the deal?
Don't know the details. Sidney, where'd he go?
What was it? Drug violation? Do you know, Bernie Lou?
Imus in the morning.
Your glasses